my notes.
Oh, and your laptop?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay.
How long does the speedrun take you?
3 hours. I'm hoping to do like 320.
Hell yeah. Nippy up there.
Yeah, it's cold. I'm currently removing my old stuff.
What?
As I'm currently removing my old stuff.
Oh yeah. I figured that's what you would do.
I was trying. I don't find my headphones. I bought some at the store, but it's only okay. So it's taking a while longer than I thought.
I believe in you.
I almost have one in done.
Do you have like your laptop cam going, or is this a canvas room?
So this laptop isn't actually running OBS. That stream computer down there is. It's got a capture card in it, so I'm remoting into it.
Okay, so we're no webcam.
No, we have a webcam. It's right there.
We have webcam.
It's on the same way.
Oh, we started?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right off the bat, rolling is 10% faster than walking. So that's what we do.
Much like Legend of Zelda.
Much like Legend of Zelda, yes. Okay, here we go.
So what class are you?
This is Commando. There's 5 to choose from. There's Commando, Berserker, Bioengineer, Defender, and Champion. And I think at some point I'd like to do a run with Berserker, but I think Commando just has the highest damage straight up. So, because we get like, grenades, and those are pretty abusable. I'm just kind of doing it by feel mostly. But.
You should make a category for the healer class.
And also, this room doesn't load sometimes.
Oh, okay. Cool. It's chill. Like you just keep going.
Yeah, you just keep going. Well, see, the thing is, what you want to do ideally is this game is basically just a bunch of series of rooms, right, with enemies in them, and the faster you can kill the enemies, the faster you move on to the next room. And you want to be at the door, like, because the door will open once you've killed all the enemies. But that's not the case for every room. Some rooms you only have to kill certain enemies, or like a certain amount.
Okay, how did you know where to go without running?
Because I practiced it. Because this, so what's funny is that the only time this loading like doesn't happen is there because so I stand by the door right as I kill the last enemy and it opens and then the stream doesn't load. I don't know why, but it's the only time it happens.
Here's one of the props and you can be like, oh yeah, sometimes the moon doesn't load. This is caused because...
Yes, and I know this because I'm a true human expert. Untypical
Caught by the man
cutscene.
himself.
Yeah, so most of this game is just combat efficiency because each room can be treated as basically like its own segment. Like you kill a bunch of stuff, door opens, kill a bunch of stuff, door opens, and the game just kind of continues in that fashion. So basically it's just killing everything as efficiently as possible, which is usually involves rounding them up and AoEing them down, if you can.
Here we have our introduction to the death.
Yeah, this hopefully I will not die. I'll probably die at least once, but we'll see.
How much time does a death add?
30 seconds exactly.
Because it plays an unskippable cutscene.
and then it pops you back in the world like nothing happened. So
the Valkyrie coming down and carrying you up is actually, it is set up by the game.
yes.
See, this is a storytelling device. I've
really?
been learning about these. So you show the audience what happens when someone dies. And it's not a surprise. You're not confused when you die and the same thing happens to you.
Exactly. Yeah. There's lots of stuff to talk about, actually, this game.
Dude, your starting armor is like super good.
Yeah, what's interesting is we actually get another principle of going fast in this game is menuing as little as possible, and there's a lot of like gear that drops in this game, and so whenever we get a good weapon drop, we'll go in and menu for it because that's worth it. Makes our damage higher, but we'll try to menu for armor as little as possible, and it's convenient because our starting armor is actually quite good. We won't replace it until the end of the second level.
How many levels are they total?
Max level in this game is 50. We will be about level 25 when the time the game ends.
Does armor affect your damage at all, or is it purely defensive?
It's mostly defensive. Sometimes you'll get what's called runes, which are like little things you can put in armor that increase like certain things, like maybe like plasma damage or whatever. Like, see, I just got a ceremonial plasma rifle. I remember that. So I can keep it. But the thing is, when a thing drops, it doesn't tell you what level that weapon is for. Typically, it's your level plus like 2. So maybe like when I'm level 4, I'll go in a menu for that laser that just dropped.
Really?
Yeah.
So it consistently drops gear that you can't use right away.
Not always, but it's like 50-50.
Okay.
Usually it's within like a few levels of doing.
Interesting. But you're not gonna like take the time lost to go and figure out if you actually have the level to equip it right now.
At this point, it's not worth it because this is just like the very beginning. Our damage is kind of what it is. So we don't have to kill everything in this room. We have to kill most of it. So I'm just gonna get my way down.
Most of these.
Yeah.
Is that just to stay alive? Or
No, that's just the requirement for the door opening. And we want to hit that, and then we can. And that's called a runer. You'll see we get like that big 0 down there. That's our combo. Every time we have one of those, we can do a thing. Explode on. Alright, so typically what we do is we aggro the it's called goblins. There's missile goblins, so we group them all up and then use grenades. Because the goblins are, you can fight them. So the missile goblins you can't. So we just fight the missile goblins. Nope, you can spam them as much as you want. They just use half of your ammo pool, which is that blue bar down there. The trolls, you just kind of get I don't know.
Trolls, 100%.
Trolls seem like.
Oh yeah.
I don't actually know that.
With goblins, I don't.
Okay, now the cutscene plays, but we can get this loot thing right before it happens, so we do that.
Whoops.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry.
I'm working on it. I almost got my right hand done. We're making progress. This is the longest my nails have like ever been.
Is this stuff just like weak sauce?
I guess so. I got it. I mean, Surfed Myra, and the other brand I have, which I can't find, but it works really good, and it doesn't have acetone in it either. But that's like just specialty nail brand one. This one is like $2.
Well, if I had actually stopped by Fred Meyer to get some, I probably would have got that brand because I always buy Kroger. So
well, Kroger
maybe it's
has
good
like the
that I didn't.
acetone one, and then this one has non-acetone. I try to do non-acetone because it's so harsh, but sometimes you need a little oomph. But that's because
Now we have these super fun sections, which is called cyberspace. So we go to these little wells, and we go to like this alternate world where we do things, and that opens doors in the real world. So it's just this annoying thing you have to do to progress.
Okay.
Also, you hit A to enter the well, but if you spam A, the game will stay on this white screen and break, and it won't let you progress. So so it's important not to spam A.
Should have that in your notes there. Don't spam A on the cutscene.
So now we go over here and we open the store in the fake world, and then it opens the door in the real world.
Dude,
get a couple rolls in before the cutscene triggers.
This is gameplay.
This is gameplay.
No longer are you shooting down endless waves of paper-thin enemies.
Yeah,
you're going around and you're activating things.
The only available ammo in this game is peas and bits of tissue paper.
Yeah,
that's Yahtzee. Okay. So we're very close to level 4. So once we get level 4, I think we're going to menu for skill points and also weapons. So that's going to be very soon. Plasma. So there's 2 types of, well, there's 3. There's laser weapons, plasma weapons, and slug weapons. Lasers are bad. Slug has better single target. Plasma has better AoE. So we will potentially be using a slug later in the game. We'll get to. But for now, we're going to do plasma if we can help it. So we're going to go into our skills, and we're going to max Archer meat hulls first, because that's really good. Increase our grenades, and then we're going to come down to our equipment really quick, and we're going to go to rifles, which is here. And we're going to equip this one.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's a slug.
But explosion, does that mean it does more AoE damage?
I explosion does. Things have weird names, and they don't always make total sense.
I was thinking, of explosion, it reminds me of like how WoW you have like all the random enchantments.
Yeah, it's basically like that. There's like 40 or 50 random enchantments in this game, and I don't have them memorized. So,
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. Okay. So let me get these guys to spawn.
Goblin. A monstrous creature that appears in the folklore of multiple European cultures.
Is it yours?
That's fine. According to Wikipedia, there are goblins in these specific Norwegian and Swedish fairy tales. Wikipedia would never lie to me.
Never mind.
Yeah, also camera style is pretty important. There's like a bunch of them, but isometric is best because it gives us more of a top-down view. Alright, so in this room, you do not have to kill this troll, and you do not have to kill these two missile goblins, so we're just going to invest.
I believe this is what they refer to as a skip
Skipperoo.
in the Speedrun reviews.
Also, that silver goblin packs a punch, but he does not move until his 2 missile goblin buddies have been killed, so we just kill him for that. We're just gonna kill him. We're just gonna line them all up and bring everything down.
Dude, you like discovered a lot of these rooms, you know?
I went through every single room in this game, and I tested various combinations of like what you have to kill and minimum things you have to kill, and I found a fair number. But most of the rooms in this game just kill everything.
You can take one of those rooms and you can call it like Diablos or something like that.
I have a few names for some of those things.
Oh, hell yeah. You gotta show me.
What do we get? Okay, so I believe this room should be clear now. Yep, it is. So usually when the door lights up, that means the room is clear. Okay, so this is that.
Wait, you said something about camera modes. Like,
Yeah, there's like a bunch you can see. I'm changing between all. They all suck except for ISO. So this room, we only have to kill every single normal goblin. So we're just gonna do that. There's some missile goblins and there's this big guy up top. Okay,
Do you know the number of rooms in the game or no?
Nah,
why not?
there's too many as a group. Okay, so I believe after this guy dies, this room is clear. Nope, I got one more.
I love how pointless your little damage recap. Well, okay.
It's useful in a couple of circumstances. I like it. But, so this bridge is kill nothing. We can just walk past because that door you can see is pre-activated.
I guess it does let you know if you're like trying to use something that an enemy is resistant to.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of instances in this game of enemies having very strange resistances to like specific things, so it's nice to tell for that. Like once we get to the second level, we'll encounter goblins that are immune to range damage. It's kind of a pain, but it's not killing. I guess it's gonna, yeah, these guys blow up, so we don't want to kill them. We're standing in the middle of all of them. Come down here. Yeah, also XP doesn't matter because enemies just scale with you in this game, so we don't need to bother killing things for XP.
That's nice.
And this door is pretty open. Slightly faster count.
It's the illusion of progression.
Okay, and now we want to save a combo point for after this room. I'll show you why. For now, we're just gonna. These initial missiles always come late too. So dodge. Alright, and runers are pretty good. Like, so.
So it's just like a big AoE attack.
Yep, pretty much. And the higher your combo meter is, the bigger the damage. Alright, now there's a well over here. We're gonna have to activate this door opens so we can kill all this guys. It's nice. And they just, of course, they just trickle in from the ceiling, and there's nothing to do to make the spot. Like this guy, for instance, he's immune to ranged. Right, so that should be activated now. Sometimes it takes a bit of this one.
There we
This,
go.
Left.
Yeah.
These hands all clear. Come on, steady.
What was I supposed to learn from that cutscene?
a door open.
Oh, is this the you're
This
doing
is
something?
this is
in
cyberspace. Yeah, we
okay.
just walk around and then we press like A and that opens them up.
Oh, but it looks pretty.
It does look pretty. Something different. Okay. So we're gonna level up here soon, then we'll go back in menu for a weapon because the boss fight's coming up. So now here, there is a button up there, and the faster we press the button, the faster the train comes. But we can't do it if there's enemies around the button. So we're gonna go up here.
Right, just doesn't let you press
It just won't press it. So hopefully we can kill these guys when we go. Alright, come here. Just clear until it lets us do it. So when this train comes, then we gotta hop on it.
Can you miss the train?
Nope.
Maybe it's like some insane skip if you don't get on.
I'm sure there's some insane skips, I just don't know.
Do you need to go cut and
Yeah. That would be. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so we're close to level 7, and we're actually going to get level 7 here from these guys on the corner. So we can be level 7 for the
How
boss.
do you know that?
Because I'm very close. So there's an XP bar there on the side.
Yeah, we can say 1%.
I feel like it's a bit enough.
Yeah, I'm probably looking at something totally different.
Yeah, the HUD in the skin doesn't make any sense.
No, like I see a little thing that says EXP and it says 1%.
Oh, that's linked to my combo meter. So that number is going to be the same as whatever the combo meter. That means I get 1% more XP as long as I have one combo point.
Oh.
Which doesn't matter for us at all. But okay, let's menu really quick here. So we're
Alright.
going to go into skills, and then really quick we're going to respec this because we want to be able to get Spider for this boss fight. So we're going to go here. I think we got a plasma drop, so we're just going to do that, and then we're going to get 4 in there, and 2 in there. Okay, and then we're going to go to equipment, and we don't need to worry about armor right now, but we do need a good plasma weapon. So we're just going to do this.
Clean menuing.
That's right. Also, plasma is very nice because the AoE affects the troll's different body parts. There's like 5 different body parts on a troll. You know, they hit them all individually with plasma.
There you go.
I would like a good plasma weapon, though we don't have one yet.
That's a lot of fire.
So there's nothing too fancy about this boss fight. We basically just shoot him, and then we get strong attacks in where we can.
Do the bosses have names?
This boss's name is Grendel. Also,
Oh, Grendel.
would you mind hitting 1 for me when the boss dies on the numpad?
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I can do this footer. Oh, my sticks are gonna have to get off my lap before. Oh, you have lines in this game? You're not a silent protagonist?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Is this health bar misleading or not? Like, is he gonna die when the health bar goes down?
Yeah. He always runs away here, so. Yep, when it gets to 0, that'll be the end of it.
Yeah, actually, Chelsea, all the enemies in this game have names. They're like, you'll come up to like, what? It's like infantry goblin.
Oh yeah. It's like there's like elite undead regular. They call the normal enemies regulars in this game.
Yeah.
It's like it's really dumb.
Watch out, there's an elite.
So like, what
undead
should we
regular.
name this? Regular? Yeah.
Got some spider. Yeah, you definitely want to drop. So when you press Y, you get a special ability. Little spider drops down and shoots things. We only really want to do that when he's in this phase, because if he's in this dog phase, he can just sprint away for no reason, and we won't be able to hit him. So.
Wait.
Yeah, now he's in this
Spider
little
thing.
this thing on the ground right here.
Oh.
The Gats thing.
It was doing damage.
Right. Yeah, just. I haven't really found a faster way to do this fight. See, we can ruin her, and that stuns him, and that lets us land a strong attack, which does a little bit, but mostly we just have to shoot him.
Blink. Not doing a lot of damage.
Nope, that is just kind of the nature of this fight. Next boss goes quite a bit faster. The third boss takes like literally 15 seconds.
Oh.
So this one's just kind of enough. We don't have a very important talent at this level, but we will when we're like 12ish. And that almost doubles the damage we do from ranged attacks, so that's super important.
Wait, he's taking more damage now. It's 27 before, now it's 34.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on the phase the boss is in. It'll be like more or less. Right.
Wait, is that on the
numpad 1? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There
you go.
Okay, nice. Oh shit, it's a gold split.
Nice.
Yay, we love gold splits!
Alright.
So that's that level.
Woo!
Road to 320. Road to sub 320.
But we're gonna end it at the credits this time. I didn't end the credits last time and felt dishonorable, so it's gonna be like a couple minutes. It's I'm not sure. Various different runs that have been approved have been ended at different places on speedrun.com, so it's not clear. But I feel like it should just end at the credits. So.
Yeah.
Or at least, yeah. There's like where I ended it before. You finish hell and there's like a cutscene, and then you get put back into like this base. And you have to walk a bit, and then there's 2 cutscenes, and then the credits play. So I think the second to last cutscene should be where it actually ends.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, whatever it is, it should be consistent.
Yeah, that's
So shame on you, two human moderator and speedrun.com.
Oh no.
You better watch the endings to the speedruns.
Okay. And I am in the market for a good plasma in here, so we're just gonna take that. Probably won't get it. Nope. Alright, now we have a very important choice. It's not a very important choice. It's we have to choose whether we're human or cybernetic.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
Also, while this is happening, you can still kind of walk, so I'm gonna try to like maneuver myself
Really?
around people. And see, it's gonna zoom up on the medical lab here, but we can still move at this part. So I'm gonna try and these people have collisions, so I have to kind of like walk around a little bit.
Dude, that's sick.
Do you get benefits
And I can
of being
still
more
move
human
here.
versus cybernetic, or vice
It's supposed to be
versa?
this big choice. There's a few differences. If you're like, remember I said you have your ruiner, your big AoE thing,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's your combo's level 2, 3, 4, it does a better ruiner. to unlock that better rune, or as a human, you have to spend combo point or talent points in your talent tree, whereas if you're cybernetic, you don't. So it saves us some skill points, and also confusing, but like there's like a class talent tree that you have, and then you also have a human or cybernetic talent tree. So you have 2 talent trees, but neither of those talent trees matter for us. We're just going full commando. So, but we choose cybernetic because it allows us to do equip cannons. And so if we don't get a good slug weapon drop for the final boss, then we can just use a cannon instead. So
Okay.
it's
What are the percentages for good drops versus bad drops?
I don't know, things just like basically constantly drop throughout the course of the game, so something good typically drops at some point, which is nice. But
do you get like a lot of trash?
oh, you got a ton of trash you have to sift through. Oh my god,
That scared me.
Is it on the mode where
it's the cycle signal. I don't know why that's a feature. Like, what is the point of that? It just yells at you.
I know, like, that's scary. I was like, oh god, what's happening? Alright, that's
Silent. Dry machine. Is the blind in the kitchen new?
Yep.
Nice.
It is. Alright, so now we gotta do some walking around here for the next 5 minutes or so.
Is this all very
Can you not
important
roll?
story?
Very important story stuff. You can't roll in here. And so one of the things, like, there's like the different classes. There's commando, and then the other viable one I think that might be viable is berserker, because they do like both these amounts of damage. Berserker has a thing where they get to run fast. They can spend combo to run fast for like 30 seconds, which is very nice in certain sections. But I feel like overall commando's faster. Although at some point I'm definitely gonna
try it out.
do a run with berserker.
You just make a different category.
Yeah, you get
Or, like,
different
See
classes.
if the moderator will let you.
Right now I go to Heimdall's office. Normally I wouldn't know where to go, but I just have it memorized. You can look at this map here and it tells you where to go. But we don't.
We don't need that.
Yeah. These are the speedrun strats that make you world record holder.
Mm.
Who's the biggest brain we know?
There are very few sections of this game that are actually interesting that I'm excited to talk about. But yeah, the second boss fight is kind of interesting, just because of how weird it is and how weirdly coded it is.
Is that the one that you beat in 15 seconds?
No, that's the third one. That's
Yeah.
called Everlasting Hate, and that one is kind of a joke.
Well, yeah. Doesn't
But
seem to last very
it's
long,
almost
but-
impossible on like a melee character, because it's a giant troll, and you have to hit like all the body parts of the troll down to 0%.
Oh
But
my
hitting
God.
a specific body part in melee is basically not possible. You can't like go up to it and like target it and hit it. You just kind of have to
But
like
yeah.
aim blindly, just like
Oh
flail
my
around until it
God.
eventually dies, or shoot it with your little
Yeah,
pea
because
shooter.
you can't like control the targeting in this game or something, right?
You kind of can, but the camera, you really have to work with the camera in this game, because it just kind of does whatever it wants. So
God, that's like, does the right stick even do anything? Like, what's its purpose?
reloading.
You reload
You click it to
Oh my
reload.
God.
I think, yeah.
These poor souls that made this game, they had no idea that functional shooters
God.
existed at this time, and didn't learn from them.
Everyone makes submarines out of metal. Let's make one out of bread.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are off to the second level.
It's done.
Hooray.
Woo. This one takes about an hour.
That first one was just like the intro level or something, right?
Yeah, that was a really quick, like 20-minute intro thing.
And there are like 3 main levels.
Yeah, so there's the second one, which is called Ice Forest. And then the third one is called World Serpent. And then the final one is Hell.
So mythological.
Very mythological. I like hell the most because we don't have to fight goblins and elves, which is like 90% of this game.
Well, what are the fundamental differences between fighting goblins and elves and other things?
Well, it's like the first level, the second level, the third level, all the enemies are trolls, goblins, and elves. But in the fourth level, we get to fight undead things, so it's like different.
Cool.
I like it because it's different.
Yeah, so we get a little bit of variety in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm constantly impressed by how much work they put into like the visuals in this game, when in reality you're pretty much constrained to like this linear pathway
through this gigantic repetitive environment.
But whoever did like the art and stuff, or like the unreachable stuff, you know, that you see in the background, they did a good job.
Yeah, this was a AAA game. It's in development hell for 9 years.
9 years?
8 or 9, yeah.
Huh.
Maybe not that long. But
so they were...
This development was an absolute mess.
They were making this game before the Xbox 360 even existed. Far before the Xbox 360.
Maybe that's not accurate then. But
I mean, they could have definitely gone for a platform switch or something.
I do know they stole Unreal Engine source code, and that's why they went bankrupt and had to destroy all copies of the game.
Yeah.
So there's that.
They had to destroy all copies of the game.
That was part of the court order.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because they were using Unreal Engine's or some part of it, and then they sued them because they were like, your engine's no good, it doesn't work, and then Unreal Engine's they countersued them once they figured out that they took part of the game code and put it into their own game engine.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
That's so tragic.
It's a little tragic.
You just fuck yourself. You make this game that's like a total flop. You take Unreal to court and you just
get countersued and lose
because of it. Okay, what's the red 2% that's to the right of everything?
I do not know. I have racked my brain about that for a long time, and I can't figure out what it means. I can't find any documentation on it either. Nobody
in the two human community is talking about this red percentage.
No, they're not.
Okay. That's not very important though.
I think there's something. Alright, so yeah, there's two ways to kill trolls. You can just gat them down, or there's a little cutscene thing you can do, quick time event, but that's pretty slow. So you hop on their back and you stab them.
Right.
But it's nice not having to hear the dialogue anymore in English. I've heard it so many times.
Did you change it to Japanese?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. I literally didn't.
It is a little quiet.
Dude, do you think putting it in a different language affects the cutscene time?
I don't think so, because it's not like games where you can skip dialogue or anything like that. It doesn't scroll. I think it's just kind of fixed.
I mean, you're probably right, but I was just looking at that scene there where it zooms in on your guy's face and he says something. It's what if, it's slightly faster and the scene ends a little bit quicker if you have a certain language.
I don't know. I haven't tested it.
I mean, it probably would be significant.
This is where this guy says this place is massive, and he's not kidding. This level takes fucking forever.
Nice.
Good establishing shot here
of
what we're going to be looking at for the next hour.
Look at that.
Right.
Okay, where do you see the names of the normal enemies? Because I swear that was a thing when I was watching you play one time.
You do. You don't. These are minor enemies. They don't give you that, but for bigger enemies, they'll have names that show up when you're attacking them.
So they're mini bosses and stuff.
Yeah, there's basically lots of mini bosses. Now they show you how to use the jumper. So basically, jumpers are either activated or not activated. If it's got this little electricity on, it's activated. So now there's a couple things we need to do here. So let's do that really quick.
Optimal menu.
We need to get more grenade points. We need to equip a staff, and we'll go over that. The reasoning for that doesn't matter which one. So we're gonna check to see if we. God, we don't have any good plasma weapons. Lame. Okay. So this is the first section of the game where we encounter big packs of things that are completely invulnerable to ballistic damage. Like these guys. Actually, I can't kill these guys, but we're gonna kite these guys into.
The exploding guys, right?
Yeah. No, we don't want them. This section's a little weird.
Is it fun?
Well, first you need to oil your sounds good. Where are we at now?
So we're in the second level, and we're killing these guys. So, I think it's honestly faster just to go for that now. So now this guy is a little tricky, so we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Where's that one called?
That's a color ruiner, so it's like a big AoE thing.
Oh, okay. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. So that guy, because he doesn't mess around. Actually went quite well. So now the idea is that the instant we kill the last thing, we should be on the jumper that takes us to the next. That way, that's the most efficient. So
Oh, why don't you have like a random 475?
that's the grenades.
Oh, okay.
So if it's a weird colored enemy, usually when they die, they explode and they leave you with a nasty status effect that can cause us to die. So and,
I love that one bit.
Who wants at the table? So I can I think so. Then we won't have too much of this now. You can't. Okay. Did you decide what color you want to do? Are these two? I won both. Both did.
Which one did you submit?
ah, nice, we got it. Okay. So in that, we can actually use the jumper there mid cutscene, which is nice.
Are there a lot of cutscenes where you can actually like walk around there?
It's only like usually mini ones, and a lot of times you can't control your character. But if we're like on a jumper, the second cutscene starts, we can skip the jumper animation, so we can do it during the cutscene.
Which one's the...
This section we don't have to kill anybody.
It looks pretty dark.
They're both going to be very good.
I guess I'll take the light.
I could also do one. I don't know, one coat doesn't look as good. But I always want to do using two coats. In the meantime, let me do your first to get the so you can't miss. I used to get like where it cracks high enough that it bleeds on the occasional. Yeah, I used to get that.
Yeah, I get that a lot when it's dried out.
And then there's a lot, like if it goes, I just spread out the finger because oh no, I'm moisturizing my fingers too. What a terrible life. Not bad. And then now you can go sit to the soak in. Because if you paint on top of it before it dries, then
So it's good to kite the explosive ones into the ones that are immune to range damage, so you can faster.
That's what. So they have friendly fire.
Yeah, they do.
And you get the missile goblins to shoot their friends.
I don't know actually. I don't know if the missiles do damage, but so like these guys we can't really kill.
Exploding. Oh my god, there's a tool. So, I guess I did see your car outside, so you shouldn't be that surprised.
Alright, I guess they just all despawn for some reason.
Sitting still and reading is hard.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we just got good weapons, so let's go ahead and check.
Turn
Ooh, that's extremely good. Good RNG. Okay. Level appropriate, good plasma weapon.
Nice.
Should be good.
I really hope by the time I'm like 70, you can get a like sphincter transplants.
yeah.
Why is that? You have sphincter issues.
Well, I probably will by the time I'm 70.
Yeah, true.
That would suck.
Never push too hard.
Never pushed it.
Yeah. Or just, I just hope I can just download my consciousness into a computer and have that put into a completely new body.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just a new cardiovascular system.
Or you could just have a machine body that doesn't have all the gross human things that get
A body
old
that
and wrong.
has cells that can actually replicate again.
Yeah.
Normally we take the time to get that obelisk for a loot drop, but for some reason that one's hard coded to always drop a laser rifle, which we don't want. So we ignore it. Come over here and kablam.
Just specifically that one.
Just that one. Yeah, I don't know why. Alright, now this next pack of 5 we do not have to kill, so we're gonna ignore them. Also, every time you get out of cyberspace, it resets your camera mode, so we have to press down on the D-pad 6 times every time we leave cyberspace.
It's like a cheat code, but instead of a cheat, it makes the game somewhat playable.
Yes. So we're definitely gonna spike. So only these 3 guys have to die for this elevator to the left to activate. So.
Have you tested if you roll faster if you time pressing the roll button as opposed to mashing it?
I think if you time it right, it's a bit faster. Actually.
That would be the next thing to do. Because you have to roll so much throughout the game, probably cut down on probably pretty significant time.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like if you're going for a frame perfect roll every time, like
Just get good.
a certain amount of time you're gonna miss it, and then you're gonna stand there like a doofus for like a
Well, if
second.
you fuck it up, then you mad.
So
Okay, so this guy is especially annoying type of enemy because he's cannot be killed with ranged attacks, and he also explodes when he dies and makes me frozen. So we don't want to melee him either. So there's really no good answer for it. But we can do it.
sound like a nice.
Actually, not good.
It go off or something.
I guess maybe I have to kill him a certain way. I'm not totally sure. Anyway, now is the point where we have our upgraded battle cry, so we should be doing plenty of damage.
The crew dead from the dawn.
That's him.
Behold. This is what the true darkness is. Yo,
Did he just get him to smash his friend?
yeah, is he taking hammer damage from that troll?
No, I just hit the ruiner.
That would be sweet. What's the
Also, it's annoying because it still lets you target things that are dead, which doesn't make any sense. So you gotta like manually do that. Alright, this is not a great position to be in. I'm rather low here.
What's the idea on this one?
You get health orbs. You gotta let they drop. Or level up in that, which is a perfect time to level up, actually. Beautiful.
It's just like,
absolutely
wow.
Beautiful. Okay.
Get the clutch level up.
That's great. We're gonna skill up a bit here. Real quick. 1, 2. Okay, now we're in business. So now this pad, we want to make sure that we end the engagement at that purple pad, because we can skip the long jumper thing. I'll show you. So we got kind of go up here. There's a lot of shit happening, as you can see. Actually, we're gonna.
It doesn't look like the Xbox 360 is quite cut out.
No, it runs better on Xbox One, but there's rare instances of it crashing on Xbox One, so we don't play it on there.
Or does Xbox One let you?
Yeah, but you can emulate 360 and play this game.
No.
Oh, there's a help board. That's great.
Wait, what did you say? It crashes on Xbox 360?
Well, the one speedrun I watched of the guy that did do it on Xbox One, there was like a couple instances during cinematics where it would like crash. So.
Have you dealt with Grendel yet?
Yep,
Yeah.
he's been.
I witnessed it. Took like 1,000 volts.
Yeah, he's a slow boy.
Wait, streaming is so funny.
Alright, so we're actually not gonna get this cutscene stupid. This guy just over there the whole time.
Yeah, this part.
Yeah.
CPR through the armor. Let's
Don't
go.
die on me.
So for that one, I think I need to kill things on that side before I, like, yeah, because otherwise they're gonna get stuck over there and I won't be able to kill them while being on the jumper pad.
Is your guy just gonna like assert his godliness? Oh no, it's the Valkyrie.
Are Valkyrie blind, like, in the real myths?
I've never heard of it, but I'm also not super familiar with them.
Let's just, let's see if we can skip that one little thing. It's not that big of a thing. Also, these guys don't even have to bother. This is pretty. There we go. Everything here must die. Sorry. It's good to kill grenade troll weapons first, because they just kind of wreak havoc.
Those guys look like the Russian robot for the search room. Why?
Grenades also the advantage of stun.
So what are these machine dudes?
I guess Loki made them or something.
Are they the elves or they?
Those are the elves, yeah, the green guys are the elves. Okay. So now, this is, I believe, oh, there's a skip here. Okay, so this is the elevator. So we should be able to just ignore everything here without taking too much damage, hopefully. Get health back some ways. That, yeah, these guys suck. Okay. So we're gonna kill this. Oh, come on, camera, just let me shoot while I'm shooting. Okay.
No. Camera, please.
We got it.
Yeah, okay, we got it.
So So now we have to kill that troll plus the 5 elves that spawn in the elevator, and then we get to move up. And then there's a... We'll skip that too. Elevator skip.
There you go. Okay. That's how a true speedrunner name skips.
So, of course, every enemy in this game runs faster than you, obviously. But a good way to dodge is just hop and hop roll. You can also hop freely while you're shooting things, so the hop strat is just to do this. The only thing you can't do is reload.
Which you do with the right stick
For some reason. And manually reloading is always faster than letting the game do it automatically.
Yeah.
I like it pretty significantly.
Hard.
Yeah, it brings the hard death.
Yeah, it feels like that. Why you have that going? Do you look?
Yeah, I like trying
Like there's an edge right here.
This is the one nail I fucked up. I think I got everything else.
Yeah, everything else is really so I'm just gonna smooth that part down. Just this tiny little edge right there.
Yeah.
And then I think that we can give me your hand.
No.
So I'll do it like brings up a nice glass file for you. Like, I don't want to use the clippers because you can actually get the same effect without having to make much of these. Just a clipper.
You like angling it like
I'm just making it rounder.
going from the bottom.
Just making it a little round. Because it was like a short edge sticking out.
Yeah.
And it's very just smooth. And then there's sometimes you can have to
Alright, now, here's a good skip. Okay, so this is called the Gauntlet skip. Guardian skip. Stop. So we only have to kill this big spider guy up here. We can ignore everything else.
Just reach it across. Yeah. Perfect. I don't know if it's exactly the same thing.
It's very difficult to target him specifically in this mess here, but we can try and cut him out. Also, all of his friends are invulnerable to damage until he dies, which is great.
And so the game is like has you target them randomly, even though you're like specifically supposed to not kill them.
That's great. They're actually doing okay here. Fuck. Okay, so we barely made it through there without dying, which is great.
That was actually
It's exponential. Alright, there's a health orb there that we really want. I'm amazed I haven't died yet.
Just turn on God Gamer mode.
Oh, I may actually die here, and it's like, get lucky. God dang it.
I believe.
I'm taking too much damage from this. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Wait, why
Okay.
are you taking
So, yeah, this is dumb. So, you die because those enemies explode. Not only do they do enough initial damage, but they deal like 20 ticks of like damage afterwards. So, you can't really get hit by that. It's a mistake.
Yep, this will never get old.
Never get old. This one's is okay. It's important to show it.
How many deaths did you have in your...
I think 4, so if I do better than that, I guess I'm happy.
Was that your first death?
Yeah, that was my first death. It's always like a polarity enemy that does that every single time. That's how you die.
Polarity.
Yeah, that's anything that like blows up and applies some status effect to you, and you can usually tell if they're polarity if they're like glowing some color. And if those things get you, like, you're basically gonna die.
That's it, we're done. No, okay, I'm gonna do the base coat because I don't want the base coat yet. So this is yeah, if you want to. I mean, you can even sit there and then you can you just need to put your hands flat on your leg once you're done. Don't worry, I'll come you. Fun place.
Yes, I'm going to sit here like
Stop!
this.
Stop! I'm gonna drift.
I'm doing better, it feels like right now.
Wait, was this still the section of one guy that you had to kill, or was that last section?
That was the last big spider guy. Yeah, you kill him, and then this is like the gauntlet section. Kill everything here. I call him the gauntlet already. We're gonna do a quick skill up.
So this just keeps the separation between the actual paint and your nail so we don't stain the color, and then it's a nail strengthener so it actually has like vitamins.
Ooh, really, really good plasma weapon. That's nice.
You're like, am I becoming a cyborg? You're like fusing my body with technology to make it strong.
I am. This actually has little nanobots. It's actually compatible with the body. Well, not supposed to be. What's this one? So this is just a thin base coat. Oh no, it's on my nail. Ah, it's still there. It's fine.
So here we spam fierce attacks because these guys are all invulnerable to range damage. It's this little ball that comes out.
Oh, I didn't know that was a...
Yeah, and there are 3 different types. It depends on which type of weapon you have equipped. If it's either a sword, a staff, or a hammer, there's different fierce attacks. But the staff one does twice the damage of the other 2, so we always have a staff equipped for that.
And then don't blow on it dry, because if you blow on it too dry, it can cause bubbles. And then they get like little tiny bubbles in them. You don't want, because it adds like a weak bubble texture. Because the bubbles are really small. I've gotten them. There's like bubbles.
So they're immune to guns, but you can still like shoot a little energy thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can just leave like that. It's that nice shiny.
I mean, for now.
No, we're gonna do it. And I'm just gonna do my own now. And this actually, the nail strengthener actually dries pretty quickly. fun because I figured we're passing shooting now. And it's crazy to see this. I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do this darker red that's shiny. I'm not gonna do maybe like one nail green. I've never used most of these polishes, so that's all I'm gonna do this time. And you're coming along well with it. And then I did 2 coats, so I have to let 1 coat dry before we find the next coat. Because, not for the nail trim, but just in general. Because then it's just gonna be inflation. And I'll do it on 1 nail first, and it's gonna make me like, ew, I don't want that to really smell like you.
I mean, that's definitely hard to manage. But I'm not gonna. But it's all I'm gonna go out in public. I'm gonna wear it out there, no matter how.
It's just super cheesy because like you mess it up completely.
And I'm like, that wasn't me. I didn't do my nails. My friend did. She's a little special.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'll probably definitely go with this because this one I can do a little less perfectly. Which one did you decide on after this?
The light one.
The light one.
Like a grenade count.
Yep, it increases your radius and damage grenades by 25%.
Ew, I think those numbers are looking awful big.
That is one of the most abusable things in the game, is grenades, I think. They do work.
I still think ground, I don't have any ground pattern. Yeah, there's like weird posts that it's like close to the space out, but I don't like it. But I don't have any flavor.
Yeah, pasty white. That's what I would do.
White.
Yeah, maybe not that pasty.
No, they have like soft teeth. But of course, when I first wanted to, I could go through reds because reds always look good on the stuff. They say you're not supposed to shake it. Someone pull it up.
Is that my Nayaka?
I think Jack's here. Is it?
Hey.
Is that right?
Oh.
Oh, I was right. Yay!
Yeah.
It's the boy.
It's sticky.
How's the Speedrun?
On face.
It fat gold split on the intro level
Yeah.
by like a minute and 10 seconds or something.
Came right out of the gate.
I don't know what that means, to be honest.
What?
I didn't know what that means until Eric said it.
Well, split, it means it's your best split.
Yeah, it means it's the fastest that you've recorded doing
Eric
that
and I
split.
know this because we watched all the clips.
Of course, Henry only has one recorded run of splits, so
That was a really good.
if he just beats his split time for that one run, it'll
Yeah,
be
this is
cool.
cool.
What's this VR thing? Did you look it up online?
I did. No, that's a VR thing.
A vortex.
Like,
Is that a reason?
what actually vortex mean?
That's just the name of the company. It's what there's a bunch of VR headsets and you can go into the boats and play.
Okay.
I haven't actually been to one before, but they're fun.
Oh yeah. Would you recommend it?
Oh, I haven't been to one,
Oh,
but I bet
you
they're fun.
haven't?
I think, yeah, they just have a bunch of like top indexes or something.
Okay. I wonder how much it costs.
$50 for,
$50 for one person. Yeah.
Wait, is it?
35 for an hour.
Wait, for one person? I thought you said 8 people could go at a time.
Yeah, but per person.
Oh my god, that's expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Especially because I already own a VR headset, so it's not like that amazing.
Maybe we should tell him.
just go play
It's
go
pricey.
play VR chat by yourself in the other room.
And then have everyone else get
Cool, I love it.
I won't be in.
Grand old time. Alright, this section.
Wait, so did he like reserve the time or whatever?
No, he wanted
Okay.
us to chat about it.
Yeah.
I think your nails are dry actually. Let's put on the dang
Oh
color.
yeah, look at that heat
You got
efficiency.
nail polish on.
What? You just
They
like
have the
lay
base
everything
coat.
down perfectly?
It's the nail
Yeah,
strength.
you gotta kite these guys.
Or
Look at your special
nail
nails.
polish. And then it gets them in
You like smooth them out with like a foam.
Typically it's like the
And
glues
a
can
file.
stain because they have really pure glues. Sometimes others. But I don't know. I've never used a lot of these polishes before, though. I'm learning as I go.
Cool oil.
Yeah, we did that too. Got his
Like get rid
cuticles
of
all nice and
your
healthy.
cuticles.
Make sure we saw it.
Makes them nice and healthy.
So they're not all like cracking.
Mine are nice and cracked. It's starting to
Would you
slow.
like some cuticle?
Yeah, oil.
How do you oil them?
You just take the drop here.
Wait, are my white parts all fucked up?
I don't know. Do you get hangnails?
The staff strat is quite value, I must say.
Against
The ballistic and vulnerability, yeah. Just does a lot more
Everyone
damage than.
up here could
Okay, this
probably-
part's.
It's a little bit so dry. It's like,
Are these debuff dudes?
Nope, they'll be pretty obviously glowing if they're debuff dudes. But we don't want them.
yeah, mine needs the. Mine needs the.
Oh wait, stop it. Stop.
The golem
What do you do?
Guys got moves.
Yeah, I guess.
What's the sad to tell.
Just sort of sprints around you in a
It's
circle.
honey and milk.
It's great.
And then
Teleports
I think there's like
behind
a
you.
little bit of.
Nothing personal.
But, I don't know. I just got like a really simple one. Really nice.
Again, it makes everyone else invulnerable to everything.
I'm just breaking my finger.
So you have to target him specifically.
Him specifically, or like cut things away. Kind of nice. There we go. It's going quite well, actually.
I used it on
I'm trying a new build. I think it's working out a lot better than the one I did in that last one.
What did you get instead?
I went up the human like talent tree, and I went for like the thing where your shots ricochet and hit more enemies. But I feel like spec means like grenades and plasma damage is just better.
Oh, you mean last run you did the human tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so if you take when you made the important decision,
Yeah. Very important.
and you chose cybernetic, do you still have the human and cybernetic trees?
No, you just get you only get the cybernetic tree, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter because the cybernetic and human talent trees are pretty much just bad. It's best to just put every single point into yeah, commando.
Okay.
Very soon we'll get our sentient weapon, which is very important.
Your what?
Sentient weapon. You
Sentient
press
weapon.
down both of the sticks, and then this little sword spawns for like
Oh,
30
yeah,
seconds,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
flies around. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, but its usefulness comes in that every single thing it kills gets us one combo point. And we're gonna want combo points saved up for the final boss. So right before the final boss, the first pack before, we're gonna pop Fenrir and we're gonna save combo.
How many combo points can you hold at a time?
3.999 repeating.
I
course.
didn't
Repeating
realize how
course.
much
Okay. So you use one and then you instantly get a third.
Because I
I
was.
saw him play
In
lots of
theory,
different
maxed
ones,
out.
I'm like,
Oh,
adding
no.
So
them.
here,
Well, then he
we
was- I
see
saw
that
taking shots
jumper way off in the
beforehand,
distance.
too.
That's pre-activated, so we just
With
run all the way
other
there.
people over there,
don't
and he
kill
was like,
anything on the
Chelsea,
way.
you should take a shot.
Cool.
And I was like, okay. And then
But we're gonna
I
hit
don't
this
know how
obelisk
many shots
on
he
the way,
had at
'cause-
that point, like before he had me take a shot.
So you said this takes like
I
an
think he
hour.
was pretty done when he was
Yeah, hour 10, hour 5. Last boss
Because
was a
you
little
got
slow.
way too about fucking with them.
Actually, yeah, we're pretty much here. So,
Are there only real bosses at the end of levels?
there's in hell. God, stop,
Like you
dude.
said, he just needs to do it once in a while.
Boing.
That's fair.
Right?
So you're saying I need a cuticle oil?
Get all oiled up.
Even if you want. We'll see how it
Okay,
works.
so,
I need my cuticles to not split and then give me giant hangnails. That'd be nice.
That's what.
there's an oil up here. I think I'm just gonna go for it.
helps.
Okay, so
At least
we're gonna
that's
go
what
into
they say.
skills really quick, and we're gonna
I haven't
respec,
had
and then
any
we're gonna go
explosions.
6 into grenades this time because we can get all the way to Fenrir right here.
Alright, where do you want me to paint your nails?
Nice.
That's gonna be good.
Did you say where?
Yeah.
Oh, we could do the table.
That'll give me the most even days. Oh, that's a lot.
Is it free to respec?
No, it costs a pretty similar more each time.
Is it, well, like what's the, how does the currency in this game work? What's it used for?
Bounty. Use it to respec. You can buy weapons in the shop and stuff. And,
There's a shop.
yeah, there's a shop, but we don't use it.
Studying that
Nothing good
library?
comes from this. We don't bother. Okay, so I've saved up a fair bit of time.
I just learned Python.
You're learning Python. What class are you in? No, you're just doing it because.
I was sitting down.
Oh.
What? Yeah, the bridge took right here.
Let's write that actually.
Pick out your color and let's go sit over there. Well, you're not technically supposed to shake it because I guess I can probably do this out of these little units. Get it ready. But you need, they have like little doors you can pull. That would be so nice. Yeah, you could. Well, you could. I don't know what you're like now.
Okay, going on.
How much does this cost?
That? That was like $8. These are like $9 things, but I got a lot of them on sale because of all the Black Friday stuff, so they're like 30% off, so it's like $6. Some of them are a little expensive. The Cote actually is the most expensive one, so you chose the high brand ones. These ones are 18.
Got expensive taste.
Yeah,
No.
I do.
I didn't tell him any of this beforehand, so he just picked it on his own.
See, I can see the quality from it.
He's like, yes, madam, I need these ones. Okay, let's go over there.
Like that shirt.
It was the only good piece of merch in the entire Disneyland when I was there.
I bet there was a lot of merch.
There was a lot of merch for children.
I need to figure out where I want to sit.
They didn't even have Baby Yoda.
What?
Yeah.
Well, this was like 2.5 years ago.
What was
But
this? Oh, here's that okay?
Was it before Baby Yoda was in the show?
no, he was in the show.
He was in the show like the first season. What show?
Yeah, I don't know.
Smart. No.
He was in there pretty quick.
Which child? Don't figure out. It's kind of tricky.
Easy dodging.
Easy.
Well, I can learn it. a little light in some spots, so that's why we do 2 coats, because the second coat and covers the Yeah. You can always do that. And then if like if you put it let me know. One hand,
Gotta kill the last pack.
Sometimes, not always. Depends. I'd had to do a lot of testing in this game to figure out what's the absolute minimum number of enemies you need to kill to progress. Because basically the game is just a sequence of a bunch of rooms. Like, you're in the room, you kill everything, you get to move on to the next room. But it's not always everything you have to kill, so it's important to know.
Sometimes you just kill a certain percentage.
Sometimes you gotta kill one thing, sometimes you can kill all but like 4, sometimes it's only certain enemies. The game doesn't tell you, you just have to kind of know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of testing to figure that out.
I assume they just programmed it that way. And just made it
I
random,
don't
so it
know,
seems
it's weird. I don't know why. Also, sometimes this elevator doesn't activate. You gotta go outside, and you gotta go back in.
the classic.
Yeah, well coded. Really.
Yeah, excellent work.
Yeah, this part isn't too bad. We just cannot die here.
I need to rejoin.
Lose all our confidence. Do this beautiful section like 3 times. 4 times actually.
And we can kill 4 sets of turrets.
Yep, pretty much. This is all platforms he hangs out on, and if you kill a platform that he's currently jumping to, then it skips and goes to the next section, but it's very hard to time that. You can try there. No. It's okay, we just get them all down.
Yeah, that's why I didn't actually.
Ooh, too human.
So fighty. And then I can even see
Got him. Alright.
Styled them.
Yeah, you can use the grenades to like burst down a platform you can see him jumping to, if you're quick about it.
Because I'm, like I said, I'm doing more coats total. Because I put the coat not really prevent shit. It's just a spare coat. I like this. And that's why I'm doing
Yeah, once it's down to like 2 platforms, then you'll obviously jump to the other one so we can
It's
wait
where
for
they
it.
cure them, so the active
I'd like to start this fight topped off, so we're gonna.
It's
Eric, interesting things are gonna happen.
Oh shit.
Kind of.
I'll regale you with the tales.
Okay, yeah. You gotta tell me. I can only see
Okay,
like the top
so
half.
this boss is invulnerable to all ranged attacks and also basic melee attacks. So the only thing we can do is ruin her when we slide in and strong attack, and that's how we do it.
Wait, I thought it was. Okay, wait, what's it not immune to?
Or this boss is he dodges every single ranged attack, so we can't hit him that way.
So even like the staff attack.
No, he dodges those.
Okay, so you have to melee.
We have to melee, and the only way to really do like big melee damage is with the finisher, which I just missed, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, now this fight is the worst fight in the game because I missed it up. Well, actually, it's not the boss yet, but you'll notice if I hit him, he just dodges. So, and he has these very weirdly choreographed attacks. We have to like kind of dodge our way around.
It's like playing through Dark Souls.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, we're gonna equip a good weapon over here. It's actually important.
Wait, did you beat him or are you just doing like a...
No, I need to equip a good melee weapon because that's the only way we can hit him.
Melee swap.
Yeah, this fight is absolute AIDS.
I like how there's no animation.
No, he just kind of does stuff. It's like it's very hard to like predict. But we can shoot him as we run up to him, so he doesn't hit us.
You are now.
And now I can't attack. So, oh my god, I'm trying so hard. Oh, that's good. Actually, why did I do so much damage?
New weapon.
Finishers should do a lot of damage against this guy, more than they have been. I don't know what's going on. But that's okay. But we're gonna shoot him when we do, because otherwise he will shoot us, and we don't want him to shoot us and kill us.
Where is he?
He's over there.
It's just kind of like...
He's just kind of doing his thing. Yeah, he likes to flip.
That's how everyone on your dodge looks like that.
Yeah, this guy sucks. Every other boss is like laughably easy, but this guy it's hard. Damn it.
Yeah, but the weaker weapon that we did last time. Oh wait, is he about to die? Should I be split?
Yeah, you should be split. So.
Cod.
God, code.
Power code.
Oh my god, Hode, I hate you so much. I hate you. Okay, there it is. Nice.
Okay. Oh my god.
Ooh, we're killing it.
Another gold split.
Dude, you shaved off 10 minutes. 10 and a half minutes.
10 minutes? Oh my god, Henry.
Easy. Easy for the world record holder.
Dude, that is most definitely 320 pace.
That is substantial. A little late on the cutscene skip, but that's okay.
Cutscene skip.
Yeah, well, some cutscenes aren't skippable in this game. Most are, and they only let you skip once you're like partway through the cutscene. So basically, you just mash B at every single cutscene.
Okay.
By numbers, so it's like...
With the advanced tech.
Nice,
And mashing.
nice nails, bro.
Dude,
Very
thanks.
dark,
Dark.
purpley.
Vampire blood on it.
This one is Star Spangled.
Yeah, I'm liking how they're turning out.
Christmas theme because it's past Thanksgiving now, so
It is Christmas.
I figured I can do Christmas nails now.
You're legally allowed to listen to Christmas music now.
So now we get to hang out with Thor for the next hour, who is a
True.
great character.
Is he like the... Is he like the party boy? I don't know.
He has many repetitive lines of dialogue, which we don't have to hear because it's in Japanese. Which is
So
great.
you did go with Japanese for this one?
Yeah, we went for Japanese.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I literally didn't notice until he mentioned it. I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely not English.
So now we go straight to the docking bay.
That's very Christmassy.
This guy wants to talk to us, but we ain't gonna talk to him.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Later.
Yeah, fuck off, dude.
See ya. I need to review my notes once I get in a cutscene.
You want me to scroll down?
Yeah, just a little bit until it says like World Serpent. Just double finger.
Oh, I think I'm zooming instead. Okay, I'm gonna.
Use the technology, you know. Not this newfangled touchscreen technology.
Just make sure you click on the
World Serpent.
click on live split when you're done, so it stays active.
Oh yeah. Okay, live split.
Active, nice. Okay, so World Serpent, we have nothing interesting until engine room 1. Okay.
Dude, 10.5 minutes. That is a lot faster than your last
It's a
attempt.
fair bit faster. I think it's this new build, and I'm using grenades quite a bit more,
Yeah,
which I think helps a lot.
I guess grenades is the plan. Part of the plan.
These are never skippable. So, yeah. Question is, when are we gonna Fenrir? Don't know. Don't know.
Now this is storytelling.
Oh yeah, really? You have to watch this like 4 times, one for each level. We have to watch this.
How else will you know that you're leaving?
We're leaving Coruscant.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right
See,
now.
it shows us the gravity of how far we're traveling.
Yes.
If it was just instant, we would have no concept of the distant lands to which we are being taken.
Yes. Also, another thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna armor. This is the only time we're gonna menu for armor in the whole game. But it is necessary at this point because this level has a lot of shit, and you take a lot of damage pretty much no matter what. So
Okay.
it's important.
But after that, you don't really care.
After that, we don't care. Yeah, we're gonna make do.
How many different slots do you have? Is it going to take
6.
forever?
We gotta menu through 6 things, and the best things are always like the furthest away to cycle to. But it won't take that long.
Does it just automatically
Yeah,
put the
it's-
highest level
it's-
stuff at the end of the queue?
It's very dumb. So,
How do you what?
and now we're in a dream right now. This is not real. Nothing we're seeing is real.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Thank you for explaining that to me.
So we get to play the beginning section of this level twice, once in the fake world and once in the real world.
Oh, nice.
It's great.
Nail.
Alright, since we're here,
I get the feeling it could be my left hand, but not my right.
okay, do we have a good rifle that's better than what we have? Yes, we do. We have a very good level appropriate rifle. That's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to come here,
17.
and we're going to go all the way to the side, and we're just going to pick whatever has the most armor.
I'm
Basically.
trying to.
You remove your ridges.
They give minor bonuses, but mostly we don't really care.
Because it's like talking about the top of the nail. Sometimes you can feel them. Like a little hard.
These aren't terrible, actually. Oh, we got improved dodge. That's good. So improved dodge means we get to dodge ever so slightly faster, which means we get to move ever so slightly faster.
Oh,
I just use the smooth and shine.
interesting. That sounds pretty good.
And here's where I tested whether dodge is faster. This door, if you don't dodge, you won't reach it, but if you do dodge, you will reach it. So that's how we verified that.
So, like, this is supposed to be one of those.
Yeah, you know, things. Oh, I didn't. Gotta be a little further back for that. Okay, I think we're gonna skill up. Yeah, we're gonna
Skill points! Exclamation mark.
These smooth nails.
Okay, so we need to max that.
How much time would you lose if you accidentally hit
No,
go
actually, I
to
think it's a
Azer?
little rougher,
A lot. So this is a real fake room, and there's gonna be some guys that spawn. Let's go just review them every single level. We're gonna do that.
Because then the
6
only
times?
one
6 times.
after
No
is
more, no
really
less.
fine.
Well, you can do more if you want, but not less.
Kill it.
So in this room, everything must die except for the missile goblins and their friend at the back there. So we just kind of do this. And we get to pop through the doors slightly faster. So my UI's gone for some reason.
Should I?
It's doing well.
Oh, dude,
Here.
is this the fabled music track that I heard a little
Oh
bit?
no, that comes later.
Oh.
Dun, dun. Unless it was that one.
Yeah, no,
Dun,
that's
dun, dun,
that's
dun.
the one.
That's the one. Yep, that's the fabled one. Eddie loves that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll bet it does.
At least when I see
Okay, this room we have to kill all but one dark elf.
Yeah, it's like a
Dark elves.
Or like a
I guess it's
because dark elves are the big spiders.
Okay.
I do have a glass.
Like oh yeah, it's Kilo. That's interesting. You can actually target him,
Yeah,
but
it
he's
works
not.
better.
I didn't know
And
that.
there are the shiny
I
ones.
have to experiment with that. That's interesting.
They're like
Two
$2.
human teaches you new things
But no,
every
the
time
glass
you run
now.
through.
I use that one.
It's kind of like The Room. Like, you gotta watch it 100 times before
For
you
you
truly understand.
really get it. Okay, so now we're back in the real world, and we get to free run through the first like 3 rooms, which is nice. We don't have to kill anything.
So, how does that... I don't see how this makes for a fluid storytelling experience.
Well, see, the thing is, Eric, that it doesn't until.
It keeps you on your toes, Eric.
Yes.
Okay, so did you just like skip a cutscene or something? Because
No,
like
that just happened.
just you're in a dream world, and then you like reach a thing, and then you're just in the real world, and you do the exact same thing again,
Yes.
and it's just not explained.
Well,
Two
like,
human
it is,
respects
but-
its audience, Eric.
But we're not gonna.
It,
we're
it
not gonna-
believes that you should be smart enough to be able to think critically about what's happening
Okay.
and connect the dots on your own. It would be insulting to be spoon-fed the plot of Two Human.
True.
Not kill anything in this room either.
And really, it has so many things to say that if it did just explain it, it would take away from all the things you could have in the
Potentially.
interpretation.
Indeed. Wait, is there like a voiceover that I just can't hear and or can't understand here?
Yes.
That's like,
also,
okay,
also
okay.
That's probably part of it.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
So this
Well,
guy we don't have to kill either. But he's gonna hurt us a bit.
good stuff.
Very
Rough. Oh, that lip. I always forget that lip.
There's just like a little...
You just can't walk over it. I don't know why. Okay, nice.
Makes it a lot more red and more focused, and then it gets easier. But sometimes the light
Until
Until the big guy is destroyed. Oh, I got that right now. That's nice. Okay, so we're gonna use that at some point.
There's barb counter points.
Yeah. Probably an internal one, honestly.
Is there a long cooldown?
There is a 20 to 25 minute cooldown. I have not timed it, although I would like to.
Dude, I could
So
do
maybe
that.
we could do that actually.
Shit.
Shit,
No, I think I can...
Somehow this is more exhausting reading about geriatrics.
yeah. Somehow. Oh fuck! I didn't say the comic book
Is that what you're reading
trolls.
about?
Yeah, I'm almost done with the dying geriatric chapter.
Not to say the comic
Oh,
book.
are you just reading your, like, the A&P textbook?
No, I don't know where that went. I might have to get a new one.
You could borrow Eddie's.
Yeah, it's only like 13 volumes
How do
though.
you lose the textbook?
I don't know. It just disappeared.
Maybe Eddie didn't actually buy his own, he just stole yours and said he went and bought his own.
This well sucks.
That
This
sounds
one-
like something.
This is like the longest cyberspace sequence we have. It's so
no.
dope. Can walk on water now.
Oh, cool.
awesome.
Ballers, basically Jesus.
Oh, wait,
He is saving humanity.
you didn't use the sword yet, did you?
Not yet. That'll come up in a little bit here.
Are those all files?
Okay.
Do you have 5
I'm-
different files to choose from?
Yeah.
Well, they used
I have a stopwatch to
Side 3.
plug.
Side 2. Side 1. Side 4.
There's a lot of
Shine Nail sounds like a good band name to me.
Shine Nail. When are you starting a band?
If only you could control the camera to like look around, you could like appreciate the
Yeah, I think you actually can if
still
you use like a bumper, but it's
use a bumper.
like you hit the bumper and then you can look around freely or something.
Oh, is it? But are you like frozen in place? while
Yeah,
you do it?
yeah, I never do because of that.
Christ.
Christ. Okay. So some of the harder rooms coming up. Once those are done, though, it's pretty much that's the world servant. And then we have to watch a very long, unskippable cutscene here where Loki does this at us
Yeah,
for a while.
nice. Yes, feed me plot.
Num num num.
This is what I need.
Delicious.
weird bubbly texture.
What do the notes say?
Well, they're like super
Oh, I
tiny
got it.
bubbles. Sometimes it looks bumpy, almost like.
They're mostly like I pick like a name for a room, a descriptive name, and then I like write down which enemies I can ignore
I can
more often than anything.
I am, but I'm from weird. Eric, can I come look? Can you come here, please? I need this.
I come. 1 second.
I thought you were in an unskippable.
Okay. No, the unskippable cutscene
It's
is
beginning shortly.
I was unlocking my phone so I can hit
I just need to touch your nail to see. Yeah, that's right, bro.
the nails like strong.
You like this stuff? I could be multitasking right now.
Yeah.
Be watching two human.
I really like this beat. And then this is actually
It's better in Japanese. Much better.
It's so funny, like when I was a kid,
Oh, it's
I
in
was
Japanese?
like,
Yeah.
so stupid. Like, I was super tomboy.
Or do the cutscenes take less time?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't seem like it. But it's nice to not have to hear the dialogue I've heard like 100 times.
It's just like Kenji.
Basically, Kenji. This part's good.
ビビるなんとかしてくれ精一杯やってるさ今必要なのは頭じゃないどけ
That's just the side.
Yeah, I recognize that. Like, we just don't let them enjoy things. Like, we make fun of them for everything.
Hey, we can do that to every teenager.
Yeah. But I feel like
I don't
girl,
know.
like teenage girl media, I feel like is definitely ostracized though. Like how much people make fun of shows like Twilight, which were hugely popular for teenage girls, but everyone shits on it. And sometimes it's just like it does have to be the best thing, but still like it. Let them enjoy it, I guess. Especially teenage girls. Or middle school.
Thor, come on.
Yeah.
There has to be a way to convince him to
There
come
must be.
Or it's like
Ah,
too loud, too.
That's a fun one.
The way that they talk, the people they hang out with, like every
It's literally
aspect,
everything.
it's ostracized. Yeah, I like it was
Engine room 1, my favorite room. Not really.
Normally the top though.
Keeper of the fire.
Alright, we're gonna kill this troll and then we're gonna fend rear, I think. That's the plan. Thing is, if you fend rear, you can get stuck on a troll and it doesn't do anything. Did you see the conveyor belt? Go, sword, go.
So lame.
Really good.
The sword that fits.
I guess I wouldn't want to see a sword just float at me.
It'd be pretty
At
shitty.
the speed of someone sprinting.
Nice. Nice.
As soon as one of those rooms where we have to kill everything.
Yeah, this is, but there's one coming where we can just ignore everything, which is nice. It's seemingly random, but it's the same every playthrough. Which rooms you gotta do that, which you don't. No, don't attack him. Don't attack him.
And then I just kept ordering it. Not even yours or anything. Clean. But mine's the only one clean. Just a little, you can see how we do difference between one and another. Oh. So some are like one coders, so you do one code and then
Alright, this room, I believe, we can ignore everything. It's awesome.
Perfect. Just walk away. Bye.
Bye. Thanks a lot.
That's code 2. It's good. Pretty bright. It's good. Might have to clear through that.
yeah, nail painter.
This, I believe, is not.
Dude, the grenades are really, like, that much faster.
I think they are
Like, are you just gonna shave off, like, half an hour from your, let's say that you got sub 3 hours.
I don't know about that, but definitely shave up significant amount.
I don't know, you shaved off over 10 minutes in just one level.
this is good. We can ignore this troll.
You gotta treat yourself.
Damn. I don't think people do that to ourselves.
Let's see how this room goes. This room. I like that. This room.
It's really easy with that.
Holy shit, that guy's died.
Time consuming.
Oh, that's bad luck. This is the worst possible enemy we could have possibly had. This guy is, yeah, he's a troll who's invulnerable to range damage, and he causes polarity debuffs, which is just about the worst combination of things. So I'm gonna play a little up here. Yeah, this guy. Actually, we can ignore killing a troll in this room, so we can just dodge him and play for that. Yeah, well, like this, we just have to ignore this guy. We can't get hit by any of these things either. God. Of course, this guy is as well.
I love it. I can do like red and blue, and I have a gold that comes.
Yeah, that was a hard one. Tried though. There is some RNG in this game.
A little RNG fest sometimes.
Yeah, well, there's RNG of whether a good weapon drops or not, and there's also some enemies spawn as elites or like fire polarity like that, and they just absolutely wreck you.
At least you get that hot.
The toughest
Oh,
part is
dude, I hear the death music.
Yep, this one last time. That's a good one. It's almost inevitable once or twice. As hard as I try.
Is the fire one just like a huge dot?
must be perfect.
Yeah, well, that troll is a huge dot. If I get hit by any of his grenades, which he spams, I take like half my health pool over like 20 seconds, and also I can't hit him with ranged attacks, so I basically just have to like let him exist and dodge him. It's very hard.
Some people do something.
What am I doing? You're not following all these stuff.
Like yeah, like they have a huge radius. Like I get hit by it no matter what. It's absolute bullshit. Okay. We are just gonna hope and pray that we don't die again. That was embarrassing. But this room, I always said we should do this room.
Sometimes RNG.
Sometimes you get bugged.
Are you supposed to like use the different side of that? Are they like increasing runs?
I don't know, they're for different things. They all feel pretty similar. No,
Okay, we made it through one death. I'm fine with that. That room sucks.
2 deaths are still ahead of schedule.
Still ahead of schedule. Skill up real quick.
I like to do it like I'm watching the show or something, because I'm sitting here watching the show. I'll watch it. But the last things are helpful. It's quite like, who's even going to be close enough besides yourself to be like, what do you have there on your thumbnail?
you got a little piece right
I see that tiny half fingerprint. Like nobody's ever put for those shit. Yeah, and they'll be like, who even did your nails suck? It's like, haha, I'm gonna show you. It might be better if I can take it out. It was a little sticky, it was dry enough that it didn't. Yeah, we be careful. I've been trying to be careful for my staircase. How far into the run am I?
Let's find out. That's a good question.
1 hour 50 minutes.
We're on our way.
More than halfway.
No,
that's mean.
the time.
So I simply
You see the coats when you don't have to actually when the code have like different things.
お前たちも信じるさ。お前にできるか。
お前は。
お前は死んでる。 Japanese does sound pretty cool, honestly. It was the AAA soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
They paid a symphony orchestra to record this one. They sure did. Probably paid someone to compose it.
そして勝負しやがれ。お前に真の勇気を教えてやる。どこまでもめでたいやつだな、なんて。私はここにいるわけないだろう。はるか彼方で囚われたままさ。
Okay, so are these mini boss names randomized, or is it just the ones that like are clearly randomized?
Those are, yeah. Any like Blizzard of Raging Iron. That's
Yeah.
There's my favorite one is Kilo, Supreme Overlord of the World and Beyond.
Yeah, I saw that one earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like
you
I
want
was-
to do yourself, you can.
Wait, so that's like a specific name, but it'll be random which mini boss it's attached to? Or?
Some of them are consistent, some of them aren't. Like one guy's always named Ward of the Core. I don't think it's perfectly consistent.
Okay.
No church.
Oh shit! Did you use the flying sword?
I did.
Okay.
That's
I'll
okay.
have
We're
to
gonna use it.
time
We're gonna
next
use it
time.
multiple times. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gnarly didn't do anything with that more. But that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
Oh, without my cat.
It's impressive, really.
This room also kind of sucks, but we got good help for it. So, yeah, this feels much faster doing this build. It's also really nice.
Yeah.
I was trying to do some weird shit last time.
Wow.
Are there any other things that might be viable? Like what other?
Berserker with the speed boost, movement boost, but that doesn't help in combat so much, so it's kind of toss up.
Okay.
There are certain sections where moving fast is helpful, but the problem is you can't use the move speed bonus in the like Aesir, which is where you do most of your walking anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Like doesn't let you roll or
No,
whatever.
you can't do any of that. So
Is there anything else? Are there any other like sources of AoE damage other than the?
you got runers and grenades, and also plasma auto attacks also do a little bit of AoE.
Okay.
So you kind of just build around that.
But like the build you tried last time had like it like reflected bullets or something.
Yeah, it was supposed to like ricochet shots to like other enemies have a chance of doing that, but it's not that great.
Okay.
Let's see. We were gonna do a quick rifle check, and we're good. So yeah, 4 guys spawn on there. Come
遊
on.
びじゃねえんだぜ。聞いてんのか。
Let's tell me. Also, all loot drops auto to you after a while, so you don't have to bother picking them up, which is nice.
After a while? You mean like in the game or after it's been sitting out for a while?
It just sits for like a few seconds and then it comes to you.
Interesting. Makes you wonder why they made it pickable, upable off the ground in the first place.
It's more fun to see all your stuff, you know.
Yeah, I guess it can be satisfying.
Potentially.
The real mystery is the, why does the UI constantly change shape?
Oh, this is a beautiful animation I'd like us to all watch here.
Oh yeah, oh look at him. Look at him go.
Looking good.
Like, who the fuck is this
That's
guy?
Memoron's head, dude.
Is this Thor?
That's Thor.
Okay.
He has the personality of a brick, so I like him better in Japanese.
Yeah.
You gotta say what he's saying.
Yeah, the Japanese voice actors
feel like
put
I
a
have
little
one
bit
of
of
your
life into
phone
it.
Yeah.
chargers somewhere.
Oh, do you?
I think I'll probably play it. I'll try the other languages too.
Yeah,
I like
just
this one.
cycle through the languages.
Why not?
See which one you like
Oh, I
best.
left it though.
Okay, so boss is coming up relatively soon. After this.
I love that his eyes just like move crazy.
Yeah, it's very, very distracting.
Your eyes don't really have to focus on it first. Let's see how that
Yeah, the faces. Like, I'd say for its time, this game looks pretty good. Just like the fighting stuff.
Yeah,
The faces.
visually, like it's alright, but yeah.
Like this came out, what, same year as Halo 3?
2008.
Okay, so after Halo 3.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Maybe I have better memories of the Halo 3 faces than they actually are.
They're pretty average.
I don't.
But they did not feel the need to upgrade Halo 3 in the remaster.
Yeah.
Master Chief Collection.
Did they do that with 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Made them like
And redid all the
remastered them or whatever.
assets.
I mean, Halo 1 definitely had the the flappy mouths, the polygon faces.
That door appears to be pre-activated, but it's not. It's lying to us as a boss behind there. So we will have to kill all these goblins that trickle in before we can do any of that. And this boss is a joke. Yes.
Big fan.
Big fan of easy bosses.
There's like 2 places where these goblins can spawn. They spawn there, and then they spawn over here. And they just keep doing that for like 8 waves.
Is that the boss, or is there an actual boss?
No, this is an actual boss. Like, once we kill all these guys, we get to move in. And there's even more. So. Okay, I think that's all. Alright.
Hello.
Is there time?
Yeah, we gotta get ready to split.
I'd wait just a little bit long, just to be safe.
Okay.
Good soundtrack on this one, too.
Just make sure they're dry.
Okay, I get shut.
Yeah, Thor's not helping us this time, and he can't bash his way through, apparently.
It was just too slow.
He's just,
Maybe you should have kept up.
maybe. Okay, alright.
Oh, that's a
Probably
big
gonna
boy.
want to get down there, because he's gonna die quickly, so
Cool.
you gotta get ready, man. You gotta get ready.
Oh shit! This is the boss.
Yeah. No, don't do it.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually. I can't see.
Oh, my bad. Oh, he's getting crushed.
Yeah, like this guy sucks.
Oh, dude, I love that animation though.
Oh yeah, the
He's just
pound.
pounding the ground.
It's hard to attack his legs and jump at the same time because you need to like use the thumbstick and press A at the same time. It's hard. But
Alright, what kind of time save are we looking at? Fuck him up.
there it is. Hit. Do you hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
There you go. Dude, saved 1120 on that one. Dude, you are, I think.
On pace.
Now, if hell goes like really well, let's see.
Yeah, you're on pace for sub 3 hours.
That would be the dream.
Or, wait, are you?
I don't think it's gonna be that fast. Come on, throw it in.
So it would have been like,
So 3 we get tired.
yeah. This last split would have taken just a little bit over an hour. And if you save like a similar amount of time, you're definitely gonna be under 3 hours.
And we'll see how well hell goes.
Is it dangerous at all?
There are one or two dangerous sections in hell. Other than
It is
that-
hell after all.
Yeah,
It is
it
actually
is hell.
hell?
And the final boss fight, I've been devising a new strategy for that, so I think that will be better.
It's the boss fight that's like actually complicated, right? Like doesn't he like
Hell,
you like
hell?
follow him around and like
Well, yeah, she like teleports around a bunch, but basically you just get her.
oh okay.
So it's
Oh,
nothing
I
crazy.
just
Good old-
assumed it was a he.
Yeah.
No, Hode was the most like interesting and challenging. Not interesting in a good way, but you know.
Yeah. He was the guy that just kind of like did cartwheels in place.
Yeah, you can basically just like chip away at him with your little melee weapon. And that's
And
it.
where's your Twitch chat?
I don't know. You can go to my stream.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Dude,
Oh, I thought you were just
you
recording it for yourself.
gotta have your
Gotta-
Twitch chat open in another window.
Yeah.
So
I see.
That way, if anyone shows up, you can.
I think OBS does that actually.
should
But
I?
no, it's.
Nah, I'll just let Jack.
I mean, no one's on right now. So
Get it
it's
on
it
this
doesn't
one.
matter.
What's your account?
Avanos or Avanos 538? Probably 538.
I kind of forgot that you were streaming.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
Fogger's Twitch chat.
Yeah, is
You're
that
in
this?
frame, Eric.
Okay.
I could be in frame too if I wanted to be.
You really want to?
Alright.
Is
Oh.
breadsticks in the frame?
Breadsticks is in the frame.
Good.
Just looking.
She just licks.
No, it is.
Just licking.
Okay, so from here we go to the feasting hall and then back.
Was there a 2-human category to stream on in Twitch?
There is in fact a two-human category. Amazingly.
That is impressive.
Wow, that's actually
They've done
impressive.
a lot of work in putting all the video game titles that are made into categories.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just kind of
Just do a little spaz before you go out the door.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how many different like models there are for armored weapons in this game.
Oh, so many. There's so many different item sets. You get to level 50, you get your super fancy one.
Like someone put many hours of work into that.
Yeah, definitely. There's tons of different weapons, and it's alright.
Got a good 10-second delay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It might be different if you
I don't
aren't
have
on mobile. Usually mobile just has like
I don't have
More
real time streaming like enabled anyway. I chose like the
oh really
normal
okay.
latency. I'm pretty. Whenever I do live streaming with my dad, it's always like a 45-second delay. So
I thought they gave that to like their partner
Pretty
players only.
Yeah,
Like lower
probably.
latency stuff.
maybe. Yeah, that sounds right.
And latency don't matter
Maybe,
when
maybe it's
I haven't timed this year, but I think it might be faster after that cutscene plays to do a save load because it'll put us back by Heimdall's office. Because I timed the walking, it takes 26 seconds, but I don't know how long a save load takes. I haven't measured it.
dude, after you're done.
Maybe save
It's,
like
sign that.
save a couple seconds or so.
Yeah, and that would be something to talk about, like during the run. It's
Yeah.
like, here am I sitting
Even if
quitting
it's like
because
a negligible amount of time,
Yeah.
it's just something to say.
No, dude, 2
Hey.
second time save. That's
Time saved value.
money in the bank.
That is money in the
Yeah,
bank.
it is.
That's less time we have to play 2 human, which is really the goal.
That's really the dream. We're playing this game fast, so we don't have to play it as much. Because who else would play it?
This is my contribution to the world.
Not for you.
I speedrun 2 humans, so no one else has to.
You're making
There
a
you
worthy
go.
sacrifice to humanity. I
Appreciate you.
Mhm. Alright. Time for Hellheim.
Okay, let me know when you're gonna use the flying sword next time, and I'll time
Okay.
the cooldown.
I think we can fit in 2.
Dude,
Sure.
what if your grenade build is too fast?
And yeah, and I can't squeeze in my fenders at the right time
Dude,
anymore.
that would be a major routing issue.
I have to like do all sorts of different stuff.
Very glossy.
Yeah.
Unless I hold it up directly to the light, and then it's less glossy.
Good. Now you can have pictures.
One thing I forgot is to check schematics. I'm gonna do that.
Now you can be like, I just have really
Begin
comfy
build
nails.
schematics.
Yeah, sometimes weapons themselves don't drop, but the
Wow,
schematic for a
your
weapon
cuticles are
drops,
great.
and you can spend
Thanks.
money to
I
make the
oiled
weapon.
them.
And then it's like a different menu, but they're better weapons typically.
Is
Built from schematics.
would you call it a crafting system, or is that too generous?
That's very generous.
So, okay.
I would say, yeah, you spend money to make the
You more
weapon.
just
But they might as well just drop,
Pay
honestly.
the
I don't know.
money.
Not entirely sure why.
Oh, who's this?
That's some god, I forget his name.
Okay.
Might be Tyr.
Somebody.
It's just some guy.
Some guy.
Fucking.
Commando piece there. Okay, so we're gonna do a really quick menu check for weapon schematics. I know what blueprints are. Okay, so we're gonna come down here and we're gonna say those are both. Actually, nothing good.
Does your main character always have that 3DS face, or is there like a customization system?
He always has the creepy ass face every time. So I look at it. Yeah, I do have Fenrir. I think I'm gonna use it. Also, killing that gate there before killing all the enemies gives a short 5-second cutscene, because after you kill the enemies, it'll show you like, here's the gate, kill it. But if we kill the gate before that, then we don't have the cutscene, which saves like 5 seconds.
I can't chat and chat on mobile. I have to open the app.
Oh no.
I can't risk affording 2 cents to give you.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe. Opening up the Twitch app. There's Elite Undead Regular.
Oh yeah, those guys are great.
So I thought those are just like, oh, but why are they named? Like, they're not even mini costs.
I don't know why they chose to do that, honestly.
They're special.
It's special something. They're elite undead regulars.
I'm wondering, what if every enemy in the game actually has like a name, like in the code somewhere, but they're just like they accidentally chose to display these guys.
Yeah, it's possible, yeah. Because that's not a name that you would like really want to like display.
How else are you going to refer to which enemy to spawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they must have some like
value.
value.
It totally does sound like a name.
Yeah, no, I would
demos.
believe that they accidentally flag them as like show name on attack.
So you have like an hour and a half left.
If he stays on pace,
Hopefully
I
like
think,
an hour.
I think he's less than an hour. Like,
Could we start 3 hours? New world mode?
I bet you it'll be 3 hours if I end at the Helheim cutscene, not the credits. something dumb like that. That's a good.
but we're honorable.
We're honorable
this time.
gamers. We're not gonna do it. All right, so that guy, he's an elite blow guy. If I die near that guy, I will. He does shit ton of damage if you're close to him.
I believe it.
So there's a few enemies in hell that can spawn as elites, and you're really hoping that they don't. So we'll see. Usually they don't.
It's just random.
It's random. There is some RNG in this game. Some spider for this.
Pretty good. Anything else maybe strong?
My nails are gonna get strong by being worn down, and then built back up over time in muscles.
I hope someday I can paint some sort of liquid metal onto them so we can have like claws. That'd be pretty cool.
Jack's gonna be first in line to
Like
get
people think you're
Cyberman
gonna go for a classic
advancements.
backhand, but then you just shatter it. Yeah.
No backhand. Oh. Take them out.
Okay, so begins hell. So we gotta kill most everything in this hallway, but then we get to skip a big chunk of it afterwards, which is something I did not do in my last run. So I had not discovered.
Okay.
Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum.
Don't let your mooks die.
We may actually find her here. So, first we
All of my organs feel inflamed from the hot sauce that I did to myself yesterday.
Give me E3.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
Fuck them then.
Oh, that guy's nice. Sitcom, please let me sitcom. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Good with my
Yes.
And my dolls.
Did you get in on the mac and cheese? Or did you successfully avoid
Avoided
gluten?
the
Nice.
many successes. Did you see how Eddie was?
Did Eddie get absolutely fucked up? I heard that.
Suffering.
Also, those guys' lifesteal are worthless allies that don't help us, so they're actually a detriment to have around.
Just maybe want your mooks to die fast.
Yeah, I think we want our looks today. Okay, that went okay. Don't know when my thing is. So we don't have it for years, which sucks.
Yeah.
What am I doing? So this room, we don't have to kill anything. I did not know that last time. So we will now Let's rolling. If there's a way to skip this cutscene, that would be great, but I do not know.
Oh, we're fine.
How's the dream?
Just touching.
No,
But we did the bumper.
It smells strong. Yeah.
That's about right. We get the ones without formaldehyde, so.
But formaldehyde is good for you. It preserves
Yeah,
you.
it preserves you.
No!
Go be in frame, Jake.
Oh, we're on camera.
Yeah,
You're in frame
we're
here.
live.
For those massive Twitch audiences.
Oh yeah, everyone that wants
Are
to
we
watch.
live on Twitch right now?
Mhm.
We're live on Twitch.
Well,
You're famous.
Whoa.
Dude, Mom, I want to.
Mom.
Any day, Henry's gonna be the next XQC.
Oh, heck yeah. Easy.
XQC.
I don't know anything about XQC, and Snow is one of the biggest streamers.
Oh.
It's French.
It
Canadian.
is French?
Okay, so now this room kind of sucks, but we're gonna do it.
start showing up.
Do that.
Yeah, all the battle pods.
Oh shit.
This is where I started watching last time.
Yeah.
No, I just put the
Hopefully this goes okay. This part's a little rough usual.
I don't feel bad if I get a little. If I bump something.
Yeah, this back sucks.
Oh yeah.
I always.
It's Harkonnen.
Yeah, pretty much. So I almost always.
Yeah,
die.
they'll laugh at me for that one time I won.
I can't tell if my stomach hurts because I'm hungry or because of like the alcohol and hot sauce I've given myself.
Probably a bit of both.
Yeah, I had the rest of Eddie's toast, a little bit of leftover
Oh,
Brussels
the leftover
sprouts and
toast.
potatoes. I think most of the volume of things I put into my stomach today was coffee.
Yeah, all I have is coffee so far and
You
water.
want fibrous things to get rid of all the spicy.
That's what the Brussels sprout was. Wait, is that how that works?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. If you eat a lot of soluble fiber, it will not hurt. Go the other way out. You roar.
How are you supposed to go to the bathroom when your nails are done?
I didn't really use the restroom before.
Yeah, that's probably the strat.
Hold it.
They actually send someone in with you and then they like.
Ooh, nice. That's a good perk of getting your nails done.
Why it's so expensive.
Prohibitive.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to like do my own place. The amount of cost for all these whole $50 was about this. It's nice to like go and get candy and whatnot, but I'm like, it's not worth that.
Yeah. Because I would be thinking about how much goddamn money I just spent on this person to do what I could do on my own.
Yeah, they definitely did a better job, but you know, I'm happy with what. Not
They
so
also
rigid.
painted you a little bit.
That's true. This is my sixth time now, so it's not bad. You got action?
Jeffrey.
Where are you?
We still need to play Gloomhaven.
Pretty well.
What?
I mean, I'm always down. Dude, I'm a Gloomhaven expert.
I need a.
What's Gloomhaven?
It is a cooperative legacy board game.
What does legacy mean?
It's
It
like D&D,
means
but in board game form.
Oh, okay.
it's the new thing. Board games.
Oh, the new.
A
All the
legacy game refers to basically you're supposed to play multiple sessions, and well, like in this case, you have characters that you level up in the history and stuff. You have things on between the series.
Okay.
But there are other kinds of things that like basically they change like depending on what you've done in the past. But the other thing is basically those drum monsters. Like select your abilities. You know, make your class
Yeah.
level up and stuff. It's pretty fun. We spent a lot of time playing it. So yeah, I'm always down if you want to play new games.
Alright, you're gonna fly up every weekend
Yeah,
for the next year and a half.
You're part of the club.
I can do 5 weekends in a row? That's 5 weekends in a row? Wait, and then I can pick a person in there.
Perfect.
use like 5 of my super personal days for like 10 weeks in a row, so just like 2.5 months.
So we don't share this.
Does that work? I've got the play pixie.
I mean, you can.
It's not expensive, it's an investment.
Invest in You can also just buy a tabletop.
Yeah, I got bad RNG, so I couldn't do ranged attacks for that like entire duration.
Or you can just
I do both.
put them on an iPad. You just have like the
Yeah, and you'd be like, okay,
Just die.
I want to do this bitch.
Yeah.
And, I want you to move my
Oh,
guy.
that's rough.
You got glued on my other two.
That's actually D&D's their coding friend group once. They put me on their laptop and they just put me on the desk so I could
Okay, my game is bugged.
the little figurines.
The game is bugged.
And then I had
My
an
attack speed
automatic
is,
ice
like,
roller
0.
on my phone and then I faced it towards them when I clicked it so they knew that I wasn't like re-rolling it off screen. It was pretty funny. The only bad part though is that they all got really graphics and then I'm not that person, so it's harder to hear someone on the computer.
Wow, that's
so I
an
was just
annoying
saying
bug.
that,
So I
like,
gotta alternate weapons if that bug ever happens.
Nope.
Sounds like you
I'm
guys are having
like,
fun.
hey, wait, can we move on? And they're just like, ah! Okay, this isn't happening.
It's better drop health or something, I just said.
Never stop firing.
I tested this.
Not good. Good luck right here. But
Sticky to the touch, though.
So why do they choose to always warp the enemies in front of you?
I don't know.
Surely Hell's Commander could realize that he could warp the enemies behind you.
yeah, you think that would be the better strategy, but
Wow, you're just
I don't think they've thought that
go
far
Go
ahead.
this baker.
Or even ahead and
And I think
behind.
I
At the same time, in
Whoa.
future attack.
Now we're back, kind of.
So yeah, you can see like.
Alright,
you
so that
can
was
only
some
really
bad
see
RNG
if
with a
it's
bad
for it
spawn.
if
Hopefully we don't get
it's
any more.
But that's what I was worried about. I'll have to
There's
see
play
if I
enemy
can
that reduces range attacks.
a little warmer. 'Cause that's what I was thinking about, too. I read that you can use it
Okay, we don't want to fuck with this.
because you
So
can bubble.
iframes from Mercenaries, which is
And I'm
always
wondering if
nice.
it's because it's thicker because of the flavor, it's the same medium. So that's why you have to match the strong flavors.
Those grenades do some damage.
Yeah, grenades are the most abusable mechanic in the whole game. Just gotta spin them.
You get your finger grenades.
Well, it just uses half your ammo pool, so just have to reload a bit more often, but I spin it.
Otherwise, generally,
Survive that section. This is where I got bugged last time.
Can you use grenades if you only have like a little sliver of ammo left?
Nope, you have to have the pool. But if you hit the grenade button when you're low ammo, it reloads for you, which is kind of nice. Just double tap.
So that's why what I do is I just pull down
Gamer mode
and then
activated.
I take or like if you have a single toothbrush, I use a little version too.
Henry, how much does this game suck?
Oh, it's bad. That's why I don't do this very often.
Once every few months kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
You telling me you're not committed to the cause of speedrunning this every day for 16 hours a day?
How about that? I'll increase my frequency as GDQ approaches.
Do they put bad games done quick and good games?
They have awful games.
Yeah,
they have
the
awful games done
the
quick.
awful block.
I don't know if this qualifies as an awful game, probably.
You could put it in.
You could make an argument for that.
The awful block is one of my favorites. I love the Superman and
What was the one that was like you could run around collecting all the animals and it became like a thing? It was like a spin-off of, I forget what it was called, but you'd recognize it. You saw it probably.
I haven't heard of a legendarily bad game following that premise.
I'll show you guys. Yeah, a grenade strip does like 10 times the damage of a normal shot in a huge AoE, so it's pretty powerful. New room number 2. So this room, I don't have to kill the first air attack, I believe.
That's not close.
You don't damage yourself with the grenades.
What should I put color on? Should I though?
If you want to. That's my rule. If you want to.
I want to. What's the coolest stuff? What are the cool kids wearing?
Well, he's wearing
Go for yellow.
but over there. Bright yellow. The yellow with this on top, it looks pretty cool. Or I have these cool like plants. Oh, galaxies. But you put that on. You put that over a color. So like that would look probably like red or look fine with yellow. Even this one might be a bit base or this. Because
Go
it's
for
so
yellow
bright.
and black with the T.
Oh my god.
My Brentford be coming from.
This actually would be that with this would be the
Yeah, just wrap the bees on this one.
and then you go B.
Or I pretend I'm drinking tea.
Hi, gosh.
So yellow and this one.
Otherwise, like a single one with a color probably easier.
Should I just do my left piece?
How close are we getting?
We're getting there.
He still has to kill elite undead wolf warrior, whatever that was.
You get to try it out early.
Ooh, she who suckles the dead.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the name?
That's a name.
She suckles the dead.
Pretty good.
Who suckles the dead. So wait, is she doing the suckle?
Yeah.
Or
She
do
re-
the dead suckle at her?
I think when you say one suckles, it is from the milk liver to the milk liver.
as it were.
Oh, very
Milk liver.
Actually, this is going quite well.
So what makes the wolf troopers good?
They have tons of health and tons of damage.
Oh, and that's it.
Yep.
Nice.
If you need me to unscrew the lid.
Okay, we got it. The damage already. Oh, actually that works.
Okay, that went alright.
Boss win.
It's actually a while. There is a boss. There's 2 bosses this level, but the first boss is not a split. I don't know why.
Okay.
So
You can make your own splits if you want.
I just followed the one the other 2 guys like. Did.
I guess that is helpful if you're comparing.
That's really annoying.
The coolest part about doing this is you can see all the different nail shapes that people have.
I may just fucking back.
Like some people have wider nails and then shorter, or like you have thin ones that go like I have long
I'm
nail
leveling up
beds,
soon.
because even if
If
I
I
don't
can
burn my
survive till
nails,
level
like this one for example, it's barely at the edge of my fingers, but it's like a really long nail bed.
Oh, you're just taking tick damage, huh?
Yeah, no, it, like it's yeah. See, it's bullshit. Like you can't.
Yeah,
And the thing is, ruiners, like I did a ruiner, right, which gives me iframes. But the thing is, for some reason, it doesn't instantly kill the guy. He like goes up and then he falls and then he explodes. So it's it doesn't always happen that way. Maybe I have to do it like right on top of him. Because yeah, that's really annoying.
How would you
Sure.
fix the
3 deaths, 1 per level. It's not horrible.
It's so long.
And Brian was like short. I'm tiny right now. Oh. Okay, let's just with one.
It is all the
I like the little sword spin.
Yeah.
Just to scare him.
Scare him up. Level up. Level up. Like those poison guys, like, they don't fuck around.
Oh, are you cured of your debuffs if you level up, or do you just...
Yeah. Yeah, if you're level up, you get cured. But, or if you die, you get cured.
True.
What I really, really want.
No, it's different policies for different times, and then.
Ooh, good alloy rifle. Alloy
Is that
rifle.
its own category?
Oh, Fenrir's back. That's good.
Normally what I
Okay.
do is I touch it, and if it's
Well, you know, it's always like a weapon drops and it's like blank rifle of blank, and if it's alloy, that means it does plasma damage. And there's like several other ones. If it's hybrid, it does plasma damage.
It's not like a hard
Land Vatiers, plasma damage. There's like 6 of them. I have runs.
I'm just waiting for it to.
Plasma damage is bay.
That's good. It is bad. Okay, now here we are going to save a couple points for Garn. That's important.
Did you get bubbles in your needle?
Oh god.
Just keep touching.
This is why we do two coats, because it's like until the highs are it actually it does help. And then you're gonna be having the other one just on top of it, and so that's gonna hide everything you want. So
Can you put too many coats on?
yes.
Like if you do 4
And then it
coats,
can kind of
starts looking bad.
well no, it's not that you can put too many on, it's just that you can put too many on too fast and then it kinda like spuffs off. Or it gets a lot of bubbles. Just ignore that, don't worry. We're gonna be coding.
Alright, so we saved 1 combo point for this next boss, which is important. But we do not want to use it straight away, because we use a combo point to double our range damage for like, you know, a minute or whatever, and that's that blue ring we have around ourselves. But if we do it instantly, there's a cutscene, very short cutscene that plays at the beginning of this boss, and if we have that buff, when that cutscene plays, when the cutscene ends, we're not buffed anymore. It gets rid of it, so you gotta be careful not to do that. And then the fight takes twice as long because we don't do double range damage. So here I'm gonna wait. Hold. And then
And so this
it does,
just like purges your
it
buffs.
purges,
for
it
some
purges
reason.
all your buffs. I have no idea why. I figured that out the hard way. Okay, now this guy is just kind of an angle situation. Where is he? No, there he is.
Camera, please.
Please.
Oh, do you want me to split?
No, this isn't split.
Oh, right. We talked about that. I remember now.
Kinda just got. Doing this with melee weapons is not possible. It's impossible to hit his belly with a melee weapon, basically. So no matter what class you are, you have to do range combat, which sucks for classes that aren't built around range combat.
At least they get picked up by the angel babe.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh, I didn't even notice that like happening in the background. Wait, no, that guy just kind of disappeared now. Is that because the Valkyrie's like busy with the other guy?
Something like that.
Oh, he's covering his head.
Yeah, poor guy.
He's
scared. You're just hurting him.
Oh no.
Just a defenseless creature.
Pencils. So cute.
Now this part of his body is a little hard to hit unless you're like right behind him, so.
Just gonna pop on up in there.
Grenades are no good here.
The black damage wouldn't make it easy to hit.
No, you can't hit multiple body parts with grenades of trade. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, his belly's. This is awkward here. I like a moving hitting him.
Seeing numbers.
Guess we'll keep going.
Well, now I'm not sure. I only could tell before because there was like the grenade damage in there.
It's like a very, it's going. It's just slow. It's a very specific angle you have to hit this guy. I should probably save 2 combo points for this because 1 isn't quite enough to kill him with 1 battle cry. Here we go.
No double damage.
Get him.
I double damage for like 70% of it. Yeah, it's like his leg. This is, oh my god, it's so shitty. Okay, there we go. I haven't quite figured out how to like do that perfectly. But. Okay.
My god.
Rip it off.
It's almost there.
Slightly.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about with the sticky, like you can sort of do it. But we're looking for more of like feel this, because this is still like not quite 100% dry, but you see the difference in like the stick level.
Okay, now in this room we have to kill most enemies, but not all of them. So we're just gonna kind of gad and walk after getting health workers. Camera, you're hurting me. This camera hurt.
いいよ人間たち。あれが諸君の最終目的地だ。死者が旅路を終えるヘルヘイムの要塞
Wait,
が
this slide down. This place
Beckons.
one.
西側にある。
I don't believe I have to kill all of these guys, so I'm hoping that's enough. It is enough. Beautiful. Okay, and we're going to want to stay on the close side of the elevator once it activates. 'Cause that's where the door is.
Strats.
Now we hang out.
Strats.
That was a good time for some donations.
That is going to be a great time for donations.
In fact, most of this run would be a great time for donations.
Pretty much. The sub 3 hour run is possible. I don't know if we're going to get it because I died 3 times, but
I don't think I will ever get it.
I don't think I'll ever get it. They are using me, and I am the fool. We do have Fenrir though, which is good. We can save up a bunch of combo for hell, so we'll have double damage for the whole fight. Because there's 3 phases. In each phase, we need to use 1 battle cry to double our damage. So it makes sense to do that. Also, we're going to check to see if we have a good slug weapon, and we're going to change our talent build for more single target damage for the final boss.
Nice.
Once we get to it. Sleeve weapon. But it's not usually known.
Reach.
You copy me?
Just on the floor. Is this what it's like getting a mannequin?
Yeah, you can do it.
I see that's what they're doing.
Yeah, getting under the manicure table or whatever they call it. Just hanging out down there, having the manicure person crouch down off their chair. Deal with you. That sounds like the way to do it.
Is my timer like messed up? It's like stuttering a bunch.
I would imagine that it's programmed well enough that it doesn't actually lose time when it does
This
that.
Valkyrie's just waiting for him to die. Or what?
I have no idea what that was all about.
See? It's practically right here. I won't touch it this time. I'm waiting.
What is that?
Mhm.
Don't blow up.
No, don't, because that can cause a little bit for this ship.
We're good.
Look at the bubbles.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to protect knocking walls.
Yo, can I get any combo points at all? What the hell?
No combos.
No.
Flying sword, you would.
There we go.
What do you do?
Now we're good. It has to like actually kill things to get combo points, so it's best to use on like a bunch of.
Like get the last hit.
Yeah, it needs to get the last hit on things. Okay. Right, and then this final pack spawns in that door activates, so we don't have to kill these guys, I think.
A wolf.
We can ignore them. Please tell me we can ignore them. Yes, we can. We can ignore those guys. Okay, so we have a lot of combo. We're going to save all of it. Except maybe one. We'll use that one.
Oh, any sucklers in the chat?
Apparently.
Can't ask Chad if there's like with him Chad.
How do you know?
It was a rhetorical.
Rhetorical sucklers in the chat.
Yeah. Henry, your YouTube followers, you could call them the
I don't know. I'm not going to call them that.
The sucklers?
Yeah.
Suckler Nation.
People aren't ready for the niche.
The Suckler family.
Jordan for the suckle nation. Suckle nation.
And then you get shirts made and it's just, I'm a suckler.
God.
That'd be a nice thing to have people give you money for.
Okay. So next up is Hell, the final boss fight.
Awesome.
Yay.
We're going to see if we can't just blast through this as fast as
Speed
possible.
respect.
Let's
you gonna
see.
make it
I'm
suck
gonna
through
check to see if I got a good slug draw before I do that. I forget. I was figuring go directly into inventory.
You got like 15 minutes.
So we have nothing here. Fuck it, we didn't get a good weapon, so not be doing that. That's okay.
You got this.
Actually, I could check weapon schematics too. This side of it here.
You already lost 2 seconds looking at the menu.
I know I fucked up.
死者はお前のおもちゃではない誇り高きアシールの名において私がお前を
Okay,
葬
I'm
り
gonna
去
check
る
because it does go quite a bit faster if we have one. So it's worth going here, here. Do we have any good slug schematics? No. Do we have any good slug schematics?
Please slug.
Okay, well, we're gonna make this plasma one. That's pretty good, so. I'll just have a good weapon for this, and it makes us go all the fucking way over here. Okay, there it is. Alright, that's gonna be fine.
That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be
And then our skill, we have a couple skill points. Which is probably not totally worth it. Alright, no, that's actually worth it. We have a good spider. Okay.
Still good.
That was a little more mending than I would have liked.
Poke it to see if
We're
it's
good.
still dry.
Sitting pretty.
Yeah, don't touch it.
I think these don't like the weapons. There's only one knuckle in my.
Okay, so for some reason in phase 1 she takes a lot of range damage, in phase 2 and 3 she takes much less, so we're not going to battlecry the first phase. guys. We're trying to kill her close
She's
to
not
the
a
door.
sucker. She's the big sucker.
Okay, that's phase 1. We'll cutscene. Phase 2. Spider battle cry.
Does she do anything special, or do you just kind of like?
No, not really. Well, she shoots a laser at you, and it's not dodgeable, but the only way to get her to stop doing it is to attack her, which we're going to be doing anyway, so.
Yo, my splitting.
But, oh, wait, we're getting close. I like that thing. Also, I don't believe she takes any damage from runers, but they do stun her. It's not super useful, but
It's a ruiner.
that's the, you spend a combo point to do a big AoE attack.
Oh, right.
Hell looks very, very easy to subdue.
Yeah, she's not.
You just gotta show up.
You just kind of shoot her. I can taste a sub 3 hour run, dude. Ooh, let's go. Okay.
No bugs, no bugs, no bugs.
I don't have spider.
Enormous. Yeah, just random crash right
Yeah,
now.
of course, that would happen. Okay, so we can spend 1 runner here. We do not have spider, but that's okay.
Oh, he's doing double damage. Or maybe you were before.
As long as I have that blue ringer on my character, you can see I'm doing double damage. It's going to expire here in a bit, though. Now it's gone. Cyberspace. This is actually going quite fast for this boss. This is about as fast as you can do it.
Kick her ass.
Odin. Clown.
She doesn't even have armor, you have to annoy her. She just kind of like moves.
Ooh, that was speedy.
Oh.
No. Actually,
okay.
sorry. Wait, no, you're right. I just
No.
panicked. I just panicked. Okay.
Dude, 14-minute time save.
It's okay. Then we got here.
Yeah, your life split's having trouble for some reason.
I don't know what it is. Alright, we can ignore everything here.
Okay.
Well, we'll double check to see if it was
Yeah,
okay
you'll
when the
just have
game's
to like,
over.
see how long the video
Because
is.
that doesn't seem quite right, but
I think it's compensating, like it's...
I don't know why it would do that, but here it is.
Well, it's like, it slows down, like it lags a bunch, and it'll only go for a couple seconds in like, you know, a few seconds time span, but then I think it speeds back up.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
How smart that would be. Hopefully
That'd be
that's not
pretty
just
disappointing.
destroying the entire run.
No, I mean like, the timers, like you can just time the video from start to finish, like,
Oh, yeah.
see how long it actually is.
All good. Okay, so we're not going to do our normal split here.
But it would be pretty disappointing if,
I actually
If, like,
didn't
all this
actually get all
time
this time.
saved
It
was
feels
like-
it feels faster, so I think. Come on. I think it's okay.
I mean, like, I believe it. Grenades are looking pretty.
So that is normally where we would end.
Now, how long do you have to wait for credits?
It's not that long. We'll see.
Is it less than 10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's good. 20 seconds. Oh yeah, you knew Cal.
We knew Kel for some reason. I cannot explain why.
Dude. There's only one way to purge this evil from the earth. God bless.
It's funny because there's a line of dialogue in the second level where a guy says, "Can't we just nuke this place and go home?" And that's precisely what we do in the fourth level.
But not for the second
Okay, we're behind a desk. We go left and then out.
one. Okay, so
I'm here for it. Let's go. Oh, the frame rate.
It's so much better.
It's so smooth.
So smooth.
Wow.
Why is this so smooth?
Probably because it only has to worry about a tiny little enclosed area instead of this like these huge, large scenic vistas.
Let me go.
Oh, somebody's here.
Who could it be?
Who could it be?
Neighbor?
Is it Surge?
Actual neighbor?
Yeah.
Get ready.
What is that live segment +1? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, of course that's gonna be slower because we're going crits.
Yeah.
There's a little stick,
Oh,
but
oh,
a
yes.
little bit, but you
Okay.
try not to do
Walk
it
into
while
the
it's wet
feasting
because
hall.
otherwise, like I said, it can like slough. Which I've
It's
definitely
a
had one of my
gross
nails.
word.
Oh, I think I know why Live Split's spazzing out. It's because this is actually that computer. It's on RDP, and RDP has a tendency to lag with fast-moving visuals, so that makes sense.
Okay.
At least I hope that's the case.
Alright.
So soon.
Hold!
Okay.
Hold!
I might have to do a thing here.
Bam.
Bam.
Easy.
Look at that.
Last input.
Yo.
251. 5.
Yay! Crushed the 3-hour mark.
That's
That's not
what-
even close. Oh my god, I was here to witness the sub 3.
It's like historic.
Oh,
Historic.
fucking
Something no one's ever done before on Twitch.
I'm happy with
Never
that.
been done
I'm happy with
before.
that. There were a couple sections I died 3 times, which were avoidable, so that's another minute 30 I could save. There was I missed a mini cinematic skip in the ice forest.
And there's
Hode.
always the RNG.
There's always the RNG. That one troll fucked me that one time. Hode could have gone a lot better. I think I need to think of a new strategy for that fight.
Showing his cartwheel.
That's what he does.
What was your last one, George?
327.
Damn, you got more than 30 minutes!
Grenades OP, dude.
Also, I need to remember to slide into ruin. If you do like a slide attack and then do a ruiner instead of just doing a ruiner, it costs like 20% less combo. So I have a bad habit of not doing that. So I should probably work on that. My menuing was okay. It was pretty bad pre-hell, but it wasn't awful.
Is that an earthquake?
Yeah.
It's there.
The epicenter is 6 inches away from your
Yeah, that's very close.
Yeah.
So like Google Glass. So
He just looks like a tool. Like he'd corner you in a party and just like talk about them. Like, hey, did you notice my cool glasses?
Sick glasses. You know what's sick? These ships. I'm a fan of these ships. They look like Zoids.
Oh my god, Zoids.
It's a
I
Zoid.
haven't seen that in so long.
Big
Like an animal.
yeah, mech animals that the
Like an
slaves live
anime
in.
cartoon show
Yeah.
thing.
It was really, really bad. Early 2000s.
Yeah, well, that's why I watched it all the time. Cause I was like, man, they're so cool. We got animals.
He was on after school.
Were they gonna try and make a sequel?
They were. This is supposed to be a trilogy.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm like, that seems like
Yeah.
But
Absolutely made for the
but
next
this one was such a bomb,
Alright, let me
and
see here.
then bankrupted the companies.
Yeah,
What was
pretty
the
much.
company?
Silicon Knights. Bam. There we go. That is 2 human.
Cool.
Alright, I guess we'll call it there.
We wanted to last
Congratulations.
a while. At least like
Good
3
job.
Thank you.
And you can send it in and rub it in that Englishman's face even more.
Oh yeah.